in San Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Venice Mace is roast beef.
Oh, yes.
On sourdough.
Good start.
With Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato, red onion, and creamy horseradish sauce.
Delicious.
That does sound good.
Happy Friday. Yes, I'm on vacation. The Morales summer vacation is on. But I had to take a break between rounds of golf because it's a special edition of Mason and Ireland because Johnny I and Corporate Greg played golf this morning at the beautiful Terranea Resort, where Johnny I and Corporate Greg are right now broadcasting live, while Mace and producer Brian Cohen are in the studio at the headquarters. Plus, I believe today is day 5.
The Mace Vacation Tracker.
That's right, big voice guy. Day 5 of 59. Good job, Mace. You made it through a whole week. Plus, we get you ready for the Rams' final preseason game tomorrow up in Mile High, which you can hear right here on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN. And USC kicking off at the Coliseum. Steve Mason and I will be in the house for that game at the Coliseum. No Cappy, though. No Cappy.
No cap.
Let's get to it. The fun and frivolity for an F-It Friday afternoon. Mason and Ireland, your Friday right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So what is up? Ireland and Bergman are at Terranea. They are in the beauty of what is the closest thing to Hawaii you can find in the state of California, and we are in our glass boxes doing the show.
Beautiful.
What's the Ron Burgundy thing? I'm stuck in a glass box of emotion.
Can we do this from the couch every day, Ireland? Because this is kind of nice.
Can we do it from here every day? I mean, Terranea is the greatest.
Mace, we're sitting on a couch right now doing all this.
By the way,
nice?
Looking
That
at
is
the
nice.
Pacific Ocean with our big screen TV and a full spread provided by the fine folks at Terranea. And,
boy.
And they've just rolled out the red carpets for it. Greg met Ralph Grippo today.
Oh,
my
nice.
favorite
I
hotel
never got to
executive.
meet
really
Ralph.
great guy.
But what a great...
Caitlin Piercy has been our point person. Caitlin's been great since we got here.
She is everything that I've ever needed since the second I stepped on foot here. She has been right there giving me anything.
And by the way, that's how they roll here. If you, like Mace, you were just here and Slee was here a couple of weeks ago. If you come to Terranea, it's like customer service central. They just take care of you from the minute you set foot on the property. And so if you're looking for a getaway, this is the spot. Check it out. Terranea.com, by the way. In case I don't know if I have a Terranea read today, but if I don't, come to Terranea and you can get all your answers at Terranea.com.
So you do it again.
So you were golfing today.
Yeah.
And we've got our 10th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light in Hollywood Park Casino just 2 weeks away, Friday, September the 8th. At Black Gold in Yorba Linda. Now, here's the thing. The weird thing about that is I have not picked up a club since you and I had our challenge match a couple years ago.
Yeah, when I gave you 27 strokes for 9 holes. And you came up just short.
For some stupid reason, they've got me doing another golf thing this year.
Well, but you don't really – you're kind of covered. It's you and Sam against Greg and I.
Right.
And Sam's good.
And Sam is – we're going to use Sam's – shot every time because I can't even hit the over the carries.
What they do in regular tournaments, though, is they require you use a certain amount of each player's shots.
Ooh.
Should we do that here?
Yes.
No.
What's fair with me? How about
nothing's
they
fair.
got to use? We're playing 9 holes, or no? Just doing the par threes,
just
right?
the par threes. So how many par threes are there at Black Gold?
There should be 4.
Yeah.
All right. They have to use, and it can't be a putt. They have to use
a really
one
good putter.
drive.
One of Mason's
drive.
tee shots.
Oh, God,
right.
no.
One
God,
of your tee
no.
shots.
All right, fine. But don't make it the one where I have to hit over the carry.
Well, it's totally up to you which one. It's up to you and Sam which one you decide to use.
You got to carry over every one of them has.
No,
that'll be the rule. All 4 players, you have to use at least one of their tee shots.
Yes,
but all
agreed.
4 of the shots do not have a carry, do they?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. I just can't clear the carry.
Now, John, you saw. Do you think we'll be fine? Using one of my shots today, we'll be fine.
I think our innate competitiveness will take over.
Yeah.
And there's no way we'll allow ourselves to lose to Mason because that would be like devastating to each of our lives.
This is the best mixture of the two of us.
Yes.
I can find.
Me and Sam. Here we go.
Poor Sam.
Yes,
Yeah.
poor
How did
Sam
he get
is
saddled
right.
with Mace?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He wanted to play with me because, he's like the station owner. He's
I'm
like,
not
I
even
want to
sure
play
he
with
knows who
the
you
most
are.
prominent talent at the station. I will choose to play with Steve Mason. I believe that's the way that conversation
He
went
walks
down.
by you and says, "Hey, Mike."
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
So, well, good. I'm glad you're out there, and I'm glad you're having fun and all that stuff. And Ralph Grippo and
yeah, they've been tremendous.
Yeah.
Like from the word go. So, what is the latest on the Dodger game? I saw the tarp is down on the field at Fenway Park because rain is predicted, but the Dodgers just released their starting lineup, so they're going to attempt to get the game in at least.
Yes.
Does anybody know more than that?
No. Does anybody? Brian, do you know more than that?
I do not.
Okay. Tyler, any more? Any update?
I don't think anything's been said
Okay,
yet. No.
so there you have it. There's your update.
I'm gonna type in Dodgers and rain and see what comes up.
Dodgers in Boston. Supposed to be first pitch at 4:10. It's the amazing Lance Lynn on the mound for the Dodgers.
Oh, is this an Apple TV game?
It is an Apple TV
It is
game.
Apple TV.
Yeah, so we can't
watch it on Sportsnet LA.
No,
Nope.
we cannot.
Okay.
Only Apple TV.
So, just reading tweets. It looks like rain most of the day and night in Boston. Since it's the Apple TV's only game, they're going to try and get it in.
Oh yeah,
No, absolutely.
But we'll see.
Not have more of that Cleveland stuff where they're
I was
putting
thinking
up the
about
tarp
something.
with no rain.
This is Mookie Betts' first return back to Fenway Park since they traded him. Why in the world would any team trade Mookie Betts? Now, apparently they couldn't cut a deal with him, but the Dodgers signed him right away, like as soon as he got traded there. But this is the type of guy. He won an MVP there. He won a World Series there. He
wanted to stay.
Gold Gloves, wanted to stay. 5-tool player mace, as Tommy Lasorda used to say. In what universe would you ever trade Mookie Betts?
Well, isn't it a little bit like if you think Mookie Betts is going to leave, don't you trade him?
But why not just pay him? If he wanted to stay, why not just
Yeah,
pay him?
I don't know do you know the circumstance? Did Mookie want
They
to
made
stay
him a
in
big
Boston?
offer. He turned it down. They said, all right, if you're not going to take it, we're going to trade you. They traded him to the Dodgers, and the Dodgers immediately got a deal done and signed him.
Right.
So, I mean, the Red Sox could have given him the deal the Dodgers
I'm trying to
gave
think.
him.
Bergman, do you know what the Red Sox got for Mookie Betts?
Oh, that was Alex Verdugo. They got a couple
Connor Wong,
others.
Jeter Downs.
Connor Wong, Jeter Downs.
Yes.
Yeah, that trade did not go well.
Jeter Downs, I don't even think is up with them anymore.
No.
He's with the Nats.
Yeah, Connor Wong was up, but I don't think he is anymore either.
He is. He's starting.
And
starting?
Verdugo, is Verdugo start? Oh, right. By the way,
Verdugo's starting
Tyler
fielder.
is a Red Sox fan,
Yeah,
so
so
he
he
knows
knows
all
all.
this
So,
crap.
okay, Tyler.
Yeah.
Why? Just give us your perspective.
Sure.
Why did they trade him? Why would you trade a player that good with no weaknesses?
Look, as a fan, I am not. This is arguably the least proud moment of my fanship of the team. What I will say is that Mookie was pretty transparent about what his intentions were when it came to his free
Right.
agency. He did say that he wanted to test the market. It's easy to say things after the fact. It's easy to say things like, of course I wanted to stay in Boston. I would have stayed if they had offered me the same thing the Dodgers did. The reality is that Boston didn't know what the future of Mookie Betts in red looked like, and they didn't want to be in the situation that the Angels are in now with Shohei Ohtani. They wanted to make sure that they guaranteed themselves something
Right.
in the Mookie Betts situation.
So they did come away with something. It just wasn't a very good package, I would say.
That is correct.
That is not a great package.
Definitely
for Mookie
not
Betts. And
fair.
if you look back, Mookie Betts is having an MVP caliber season. You can put him anywhere in the diamond, apparently, and he's great. The Red Sox, I don't know what the hell they were doing when they traded Mookie Betts. That's the kind of guy you build around, not the guy you deal.
Hey, you just mentioned he's having an MVP-type season.
Yes.
Let me ask you and Greg both something. And
Yeah.
Tyler, since you're a Red Sox fan, you can jump in on
Sure.
this too. What is the most important statistics that you consider when you're picking MVP? For example, batting average,
No.
slugging,
Nope.
OPS,
Yes,
home
OPS.
run, RBI,
Home runs, yes.
RBI,
runs
yes.
scored, WAR.
War is another
War
good
is
one.
good.
Yep.
Okay, so WAR. I'm
Stolen
looking at-
bases
The
this year
advanced
has an
stats.
impact.
Okay,
You need to look at the advanced stats, so like even OPS and OPS plus,
All right,
and
so-
what WRC plus.
do you guys know the difference between F WAR and R WAR?
Is it B War? It
No,
should be
one number is
F War is Fangraphs War.
Okay.
And
R
usually-
might be Roto.
Yeah, it could be Roto War, but
all right. So
Okay.
if you
B
base,
War is
Can we
is,
can we
baseball
get out of
reference
this
war.
this letter soup and just go with OPS?
well,
But you need War.
Okay, so I have OPS right here.
All right, go read the three OPSs for Betts, Acuna, and Freeman.
Okay, Shohei Ohtani is 1069. Mookie Betts is 1010. Freddie Freeman is 988, and Ronald Acuna is 987.
Okay, so
And Matt Olson, by the way, is next at 971. Those
but
are
in the
kind of
National
five.
League, Mookie has the highest OPS.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, out of
Crazy hot for the last
do you know
So-
who number 6 is? Just outside this top 5. Cody Bellinger.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's kind of finding
Yeah.
himself.
916
All right,
OPS.
So, but here's something that's interesting. Talking about Mookie. All right, he also has he's batting his slash numbers are 310, 405, 605.
Yes.
So is that slugging and OPS? That's batting average, slugging, OPS.
Yes,
All right.
correct.
So he has the highest OPS of the three guys. He's 605. Wait, it's got to be higher than 605.
No, that's
right?
slugging. 605 is slugging.
So what's the 405 number for Mookie?
That's on base percentage.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So slugging, Mookie has the highest.
Yep.
On base percentage, Acuna has the highest.
Yep.
Average, Acuna 339, Freeman 336.
Right there.
WAR, Mookie 7.0,
Yep.
Acuna 6.2, Freeman 6.2.
They're all right there.
Right, but Mookie's slightly ahead in all of the categories that we say matter.
But you know what the
Steals.
tiebreaker is? It's steals.
Yep.
Acuna has 58. Leads Major League Baseball in steals.
Okay, but does it not help Mookie's case that he's playing Gold Glove defense at two different positions, infield and outfield?
Does fielding factor into an MVP decision?
Sure it does.
Does it?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
asking.
You need to add everything in.
It absolutely
This
does
close,
factor.
With
So
this
to
close?
me, you've got a guy that is leading the league in OPS, playing infield and outfield, and he also has a higher slugging percentage than any of the other two guys. Mookie Betts, you can make a legitimate argument. I think Acuna's going to win.
Yep.
But Mookie Betts, you can make a legitimate argument should be there.
Well, Acuna got the title basically in May, and now he had to sustain it
Trying
all the
to
time.
hang on.
Yeah, he's trying to hang on, and everybody else is catching up to him and kind of getting better down the stretch. And by the way, Kalen Piercy texted and said that Mookie Betts got married at Terranea.
Oh, is that
So,
right?
So that pushes him over the top.
Yeah, okay,
Very
then
nice.
I vote for Mookie.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And by the way, the reaction to Mookie is going to be a huge standing ovation.
I would hope.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, they won a World Series, and Mookie was a key part of that.
And he also didn't leave. He got traded, right?
Right, that's true. That's
Yeah, he
true.
didn't ask out. He just left. He got traded.
Yeah, same with Freddie Freeman.
Yep.
All right, coming up next for you, John, I've got a radical fantasy football strategy I want to bounce off you.
Oh, good.
We'll do that, plus USC tomorrow at the Coliseum taking on San Jose State, 5 o'clock start. Mace at 710 ESPN. Hey, I got a way to make some extra money with Amazon Hub Delivery. So follow this. Here's the deal. Every day Amazon delivers packages to your business. Then you and your staff deliver them, and you get paid for every package you deliver with weekly direct deposits. It's a crazy cool deal. You don't need any experience. You don't need to sign a long-term contract. And if you refer another small business, $500, ding. Get some extra money for you and your business with Amazon Hub Delivery. Go to Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. Mason, Ireland, 710 A chance to win LAFC versus Miami tickets. See Messi next Sunday, plus autographed merchandise, food, drinks, all this stuff. But you need an exclusive invitation, and right now we're going to give away 2 of them. 877-710-ESPN. Be caller number 7, be caller number 10, and you are in to our exclusive party next Friday at LAFC. 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN. By the way, we're going to do the Martini Challenge, right?
Sure.
So, but Bergman, we don't have like a bartender lined up, do we?
No.
Wait a minute. There's probably a bartender at Black Gold.
No. This is next week at LAFC.
Next weekend at LAFC.
Oh.
You can do.
There's probably a bartender at LAFC.
Now, Tyler here says that he's a bartender or has been a bartender.
All right. Well, then we can use Tyler.
Is that good enough for you, Bergman?
Yeah, sure. I was a bartender.
You
John
were a
was
bartender? All right. Yeah, everybody's
we
done
have
it.
bartenders except for you. You're the only one that thinks you can do it without being a
believe me,
bartender.
I can tend to bar like nobody's business.
All right. Let's see. Let's find out.
Lots
So
of confidence.
Tyler will make a martini. You make a martini. I maintain I can tell just by looking at them which one's yours.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to try to add one more thing. You guys ready?
Yeah.
No.
See if you go for this, Bergman.
Okay.
Okay. So I would like to find a way for me to take 1 PK on Ireland and Ireland to take 1 PK on me.
So I asked about that when I was there last time. They are not going to be allowing us to do that because there is the game against Messi on Sunday.
So the field is
So the field
pristine
is
and
off
all that
limits.
stuff.
We can go down.
Yeah.
We might be able to go down there and look at the field, but we can't go on the
Damn.
field.
Okay, because that would
I
have been
tried.
fun.
I tried for you.
Yeah,
By
good.
the
I'm
way,
glad that was a good
I don't
idea.
think either one of us would have stopped the other one.
I think Mace would fall on his face. and
Oh,
I wouldn't have-
screw
Yeah,
you.
you would get
I would
hurt. That is for sure.
Absolutely not.
But you'd be injured. But other than that, I think both guys score.
Can we
Yeah.
do something because of my birthday? Can we do something?
Oh,
on
next
that?
Friday. It's Greg's
Yeah,
birthday. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Yes.
get
What do you wanna do for
Margot
your birthday?
Robbie to pop out of a cake for you.
That would be the
Or
best
get a
of my
pic-
life.
get a picture of her feet. Apparently, that's
I don't need the feet picture.
Yeah, there is a
That's
market
fine.
for Margot Robbie
Yeah.
foot pictures.
Yeah, I do not.
all right. So
not-
what
not
do
for
you
me.
have in mind, Greg?
I don't have anything in mind.
Okay.
You don't have
For
any?
You, no, you guys are doing something for me. For
Oh,
my
Yeah.
birthday.
No, we'll come up
Yeah,
with
there we
something.
go.
We'll come up with something for Greg, and we'll
Yeah.
keep it a secret.
Yeah, you won't do anything.
That's
Here's
highly
a hearty
possible.
handshake.
Yeah. Hey,
birthday
let me
facts.
throw some. Here's a very weird thing. Now, it doesn't have to do with Mamba Day, I don't think. But yesterday, I was reading a business survey, and 8/24, August the 24th, is the day that more people take off than any other day in the calendar year.
Why?
More than Black Friday.
More than Black Friday. Well, Black Friday, I think they consider a holiday.
Okay.
Right? Because Friday after Thanksgiving is normally a holiday. Second, by the way, is the day after the Super Bowl. That's the second most
Well,
call-out
there's a
days.
movement to move the Super Bowl to Saturday night.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, I would be not against that.
You got Sunday to recover. But, yeah,
Right.
any idea why yesterday by 8/24 would be the
The only
most...
thing I can think of is most kids are going back to school around now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the last chance you have to go on vacation with your kids before. Has Riley started school yet, Greg?
She started Wednesday. So
This
she
past Wednesday.
just started.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I think of. Most people I know are starting school within the next couple of weeks, and maybe that's the last chance for parents and people with kids to go on vacation. Other than that, it wouldn't make any sense.
Vacation. Mason. I'm in the middle of a unbelievable streak.
Hey,
Show
days.
number 5 in
five
a
in a
row
row
of...
for you. It's nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah, 58 shows, people. 58 shows. I'm doing it. All right, so...
How soon, John, till he actually just says, you know what, I can't make it. At 10 o'clock in the morning.
No. I'm actually I'm now predicting he completes his marathon.
Because you bet $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I just
I'm
want-
happy to lose it. But here's the one thing. Mm-hmm. Life cannot get in the way.
Correct.
Like life tends to get in the way with
Yeah,
Mace.
yeah.
Like something could happen to one of the dogs, or he's got to go pick somebody up, or
that's
something
true.
happens.
Yeah.
So if life gets in the way, then I win. If it
No
doesn't,
life. No life.
I think he makes
I
it.
have no life except this show.
Yeah. Not true. You just got a new dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, and by the way, I'm obsessed with my new dog. Do you get obsessed with your dog when you first got it, John?
Of course.
I mean, it's like everything's about Veronica now.
Yeah, Murphy the dog is a pain in the ass, but he's my pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
she follows me
there you
everywhere.
go.
I love that. All right, so John, every year we're in the Fantasy Football League, the Hollywood Football League. And last year, I took Patrick Mahomes in the first round, and it was really nice because I could count on like 28 points every single week from Patrick
Right.
Mahomes. Now, I don't think in our league Patrick Mahomes is going to get to me at number. Am I number 8? I think I'm 8th or 10th in the draft.
I think you're 8th.
8th. So I don't think. Do you think Patrick Mahomes will be there when I get to 8?
I can assure you he will not.
Because you will take him.
Correct.
Okay. So here's
but somebody may take him before he gets to me.
Here's what I don't understand. Why do all the smart people bail on quarterbacks in the first round and only take wide receivers and running backs?
Hey, Greg, turn the sound off on that.
Yeah.
Hit mute.
Why is that, John? Why do all the smart people wait on a quarterback?
Well,
like we go quarterback heavy.
Right. Our league overvalues quarterbacks.
Correct.
So having a good quarterback in our league is essential. But in a normal league, what Matthew Berry would say to you is there's not that much difference among the great quarterbacks. In other words, if you have Patrick Mahomes and Greg has Kirk Cousins and
there's
I
a
have
Josh Allen
and somebody else
Lamar
has Lamar
Jackson
and Tyler has even somebody like Justin Fields who's going very high in drafts.
Right.
That those guys are all going to cancel each other out. Whereas in the case of receivers and in the case of running backs, there's a huge drop-off after you get past the elite group.
Yes.
So if you've got a first-round pick, you might as well grab one of those elite running backs or those elite
wide receivers
and go from there.
Well, here's my strategy this year. Last year I took Mahomes in the first round. This year I'm going to scrounge around in the 5th round for a quarterback.
Yeah, but that's what the experts would say to do.
Yeah. Why do you not do it then?
Because every time I wait to take a quarterback, I finish out of the money. You got to get a good quarterback out of the gate in our league.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Bergman, you don't play fantasy, do you?
I do not like fantasy.
Wait, yeah, I don't understand that.
Because I played so much when I was younger. I had 6 leagues at one
I
time.
wonder, Mace, if you and I are going to be able to play fantasy without Sunday Ticket. Like we're both saying we're going to go without Sunday Ticket.
It would also overtake my life. I mean, at one time at Disneyland and looking at my app over and over and over again, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. By the way, John, to your question, I think in terms of our fantasy league, that you're going to auto pick at some point, right?
Maybe the whole draft. I'm going to be on a plane flying back from North Carolina. If the internet on the plane is working, I'll be picking my own team. If not, it's going to auto draft.
Right. And for me, John, you know the secret. The secret.
Don't get stoned.
Exactly. Don't get stoned. If I'm sober, I'm kicking ass, is what I say. Right, Brian?
We'll see.
Yeah. You got to be a little stoned, though.
Exactly.
That's how you get those sleeper picks.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
the sleeper pick
Right,
after a dummy. Yeah.
Right. You
By the
reach, comes back and works.
Good call.
By the way, Brian, what was it, last week, Brian? You left the show and went straight down to San Diego to do your lab.
I did, yeah. It was actually this Monday.
Really?
Right after the show, yeah. Took off, got to San Diego in about 2 hours, had my in-person draft with all my buddies.
Oh, okay.
Good time.
How many years
back
for
up.
that draft?
I think this is year 13. So
Year 13.
Yeah, we've been doing it since high school.
Ireland, how many years have we been in our draft?
At least 20.
At least 20 years.
and you're
that
still
league
thinking about
sucks.
taking a QB in the first round.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not taking a quarterback in the first round. And you know, my baseball league is 37 years we've had that group
Jeez.
together.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's weird. Every year you show up and everybody's a little bit older and a little bit fatter. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions, Ireland's wheel today. We will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ES.
Talk about our experience. Bergman and I are at Terranea today. And Terranea, for people that don't know, is an oceanfront resort on the Palos Verdes Peninsula. And if you've never been here, trust me, you take one look at this place the minute you set foot on the property, and you're hooked. It is the best-kept secret in Southern California. And there is so much to do here. 8 different dining experiences, oceanfront spa. We played the golf course, the links today. They have 4 swimming pools, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, guided hikes, meet the falconer, art classes, and then there's the spa. I could just camp out at the spa and stay there. I love this place. I've been a customer long before they were an advertiser. I'm now converting people. I got Sleva to come here. I got Mason to come here. Bergman is now hooked. He came here for the first time last night. If you've never been here, do yourself a favor and go to the website and check it out. Terranea. Here's how you spell it. Terranea. 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 Go to the website. You'll see what all of us have been talking about. The customer service is great. Ralph Grippo, the guy that runs this place, I've known for 30 years, best in the business. Check it out as soon as you possibly can. Terranea, Terranea, Terranea.com.
Hit it, Jack.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay.
Okay.
What sound do you think you would miss the most if you lost your hearing? So in other words, you lose your hearing today. What sound would you miss the most? I know what mine would be.
I know mine too. Yeah.
My son's laugh. Like
That's nice.
making him laugh
Yeah.
is like makes me laugh.
That's
So
nice.
that's the one I would miss most. Greg, what's yours?
I was along the same lines. It was my daughter's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing
sure.
else matters.
Makes sense. Tyler?
Well, I don't have children, although I do love the sound of laughter. So in this case, I will say I would miss hearing the sound of rain on like a car roof.
Good answer.
Wow.
It's got to be like on tin. You know the sound of
Yeah.
rain on tin?
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you weren't married, women would be flocking all over you.
Brian, what do you say?
I'd say a little crack of the bat.
Little
Nice.
crack in the
I
bat.
love
a good
that
answer,
sound.
Call. Yeah, that's a good
answer.
call. For me, it would be Juan whispering sweet nothings into my ear.
Like
No, I mean
This is the best view I think I've ever seen.
Mace, if you weren't married,
What's that?
I said if you weren't married, you would have people flocking. What Greg said to me about the whole,
That one didn't work out.
Exactly.
Sorry,
No.
buddy.
Look, sometimes you miss the shots you take.
Swing and a miss.
Exactly. All right, let me get this in because I'm supposed to.
Not that I want to.
Professional.
You
I'm
never
being
have to
forced
miss.
to read it.
You never have to miss a moment on 710 ESPN. Have you downloaded the new ESPN LA app? Just search ESPN LA in your app store or Google Play. Download, tap, and bam, you've got 710 in the palm of your hand. One click to listen live. All our podcasts all in one place. The all-new ESPN LA app. Get it today.
So, Mace, you're going to the SC tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What is an acceptable result to you? In other words, what do you need to see to feel like SC is going to be as good as you think they're going to be?
48-14.
Now, I think that's excessive.
I think it's going to be excessive tomorrow. I think they're going to lay it on them.
No, if I had to bet it, I would take the points.
I'm laying them.
But if USC won 30-3, I think that's acceptable.
Oh no! If
wouldn't
if
cover.
the defense allows 3 points, that would be acceptable.
Yeah, that's what I think you need to see. Is the defense non-existent like they were last year, or are they better now?
So you want to hear something cool? So Morales, I don't know how he did this, but he got his field passes.
Nice.
I haven't been down on the field in a really long. I mean, John, you remember the days, the Pete Carroll days, where
they were giving out field passes like candy.
Yeah,
back
I mean,
in
I
those
watched
days.
every game from the field back in those days, but this will be the first time I've been on the field in a long time, and I'm going to try to meet, if she's there, Jennifer Cohen, the brand new athletic director.
Now, Greg,
Tell her
I
to
know
come on.
you put in a
I did.
request. What did they ever respond to it?
No. No.
Not even any response.
Not even like, oh, hey, I'll get back to you. No, just nothing. Just
You've got
empty.
no. Does that mean you've got no pull?
No. Hey, you and I have talked to the same person. It
Oh,
happened.
is that who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send her a text.
Yeah, go ahead.
It'll work.
Go ahead.
She'll respond to me.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, John, we've all been very confused about Sunday Ticket.
Yeah.
Very confused. So it's YouTube and YouTube TV.
I still haven't bought it because I don't know what I'm buying.
Exactly. I don't know how it works. I don't know what it does, all that stuff. So, of course, we are not alone. One of our favorite people to listen to and rant is Chris Russo, the Mad Dog.
Oh, this is great.
And he is also pissed off about Sunday Ticket.
Put the damn games on regular TV, and I can't do it because they make it so complicated. And it bothers me, it frustrates me, it upsets me, it annoys me. Outside of giving me a good 10 minutes once in a while on the stupid radio, it's a complete waste, and I'm sick of it. Enough! You're going to drive me to my grave. You're going to drive me to reading books about Oppenheimer. Enough of this.
I think that sums up how most of us feel about this switch to YouTube on Sunday Ticket.
So Shadano and Cap I heard them talking about this yesterday afternoon, trying to figure out. Greg, why don't you call somebody at Sunday Ticket and get them to explain it to us? Call somebody from YouTube.
Who do you call?
Well, somebody must be in charge of it, right? Somebody must be the boss of Sunday Ticket at YouTube, right?
Do you want to just call like customer service?
No, I'm not going to just call
that could
customer.
Be interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm not just going to call.
Hey,
customer
sales
service.
guy at YouTube TV.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. But there should be a spokesperson.
Can you Tyler's in studio with you? He can help you out.
Tyler, get me a spokesperson from YouTube
A
to
direct
explain
TV
this.
or no, it's got to be a YouTube
spokesperson. Yeah. There. Hello. Hello. That's what I was. Yeah. Calling customer service.
Cold call.
You'll be on hold for the next. You are caller number 106.
Your call is important to us.
How is Russo's voice? How is he still talking? I did a Russo impression on one show and my voice was trash.
Yeah, you
for
blew
3
your voice
days.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, you did that during Laker season too, which was not
Listen. Play it again, mates. Listen to how strained his voice is.
Put the damn games on regular TV, and I can't do it because they make it so complicated. And it bothers me, it frustrates me, it upsets me, it annoys me. Outside of giving me a good 10 minutes once in a while on the stupid radio, it's a complete waste, and I'm sick of it. Enough! You're going to drive me to my grave. You're going to drive me to reading books about Oppenheimer. Enough of this.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk like that every minute of every day, wouldn't your voice eventually burn out?
Well, I used to be much louder and more exaggerated than I am now.
Were you?
And I was when I was working in Ohio, and I blew my voice out. I got a nodule on my vocal cords, so they had to go in and laser the nodule off
How
of my
does he
vocal
not
cords.
have nodules?
A lot of singers wind up getting I'm trying to think. I think Adele has had nodules.
Didn't Mariah Carey have that?
The lead singer for Avenged Sevenfold had that happen to him?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty
Sevenfold.
common thing, but you would think at this point he would have a nodule or two. Or two.
I hope not, but sure sounds.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
How long has he been doing radio? Like, it's been years when it was Mike and the Mad Dog.
Oh, it's been forever.
And it's always been like that. So
Yeah.
this is, 30 years worth?
Yeah, and he's still going hard. Good for him. I love him on First Take. I think Shannon Sharp starts on Monday at First Take.
Yeah, they're bringing in everybody.
Yeah,
they're bringing in Shannon Sharp. It's weird. It's like there's trades going on. Like Michael Irvin, who used to go on with Stephen A., is now going to be on with Skip Bayless on
Right.
Undisputed. And so are other people that used to work at ESPN. It's like all the people that used to work at Fox are going to ESPN and vice versa.
So here's the thing. Didn't Fox just didn't Skip Bayless steal exactly what Stephen A.'s doing?
Yeah.
The cast of characters, like somebody on Monday, Chris Russo on Thursday, all that stuff. Isn't that exactly what Skip is doing?
Yeah.
Do they have no ideas over there, or are they
Apparently-
just followers?
Apparently, they're not embracing debate anymore. They say they'll agree now. They're changing the way that it's just a conversation. It's not supposed to be like just anger back and forth anymore.
Interesting.
But isn't that what made the program?
Yeah, I think I'm looking for anger back and
Yeah,
forth.
same. I'm going to them. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Be angry. Be angry, my friend. All right, it's 2 o'clock call of the daytime. And Bergman, much to your chagrin, 2
I
o'clock
love it.
call of the day has been really good.
It's my favorite segment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So right now,
Rob's great.
Right now, 877-710 ESPN. That's 877-710 ESPN.
Oh, boy.
We're going to take the 2 o'clock call of the day, and chances are there might be more than one call. And anything's fair game, anything we've talked about, all that stuff. 877-710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. I heard Morales there, I immediately thought Idge
Idge Bowl is not a thing.
Everybody's doing it.
That didn't pop in your head.
Why are you trying to make this a thing still?
Idge Bowl is a thing.
No,
Idge
it's
Bowl
not.
like fetch? Is Mace just really
Yeah.
trying to
Exactly.
make it a thing?
He's
and it's
trying
not a
to
thing?
make fetch happen.
Do you think I just invented Idge? I did not invent Idge Bowl.
First
No, but
time
you're
I ever
trying
heard
to
of
make
it.
it a thing.
Millennials invented. If you were texting with millennials, you would probably know what Idge Bowl is.
No, I am a millennial.
You are not a millennial.
I
am.
am.
You're
1983. That's millennial.
Maybe it's a Gen Z thing.
Yeah, I'm a millennial too. I've never heard
Nobody.
that.
I'm telling you, it's catching on. Everybody's
No
doing
way.
it. Everybody's doing it. Idge Bowl. All right, so it's 2 o'clock call of the daytime. And, anything goes today.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and
It's Friday,
so you can say anything you want. As long as we don't have to hit the dump button. All right, John. Caller, you got a choice. Lines 1 through 42. Which one do you like?
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Hello, Georgia in Manhattan Beach. What is up?
Woo! Hey guys. I'm a kind of a neighbor of John's from Manhattan Village, so
Love it.
Oh,
saying
okay.
hi from the village.
Nice.
So here's my idea. This is the only good idea I've heard for the College Football League reorganization.
Okay.
And it's for Stanford and Cal, who are kind of left over, to join the Ivy League.
The Ivy League.
Interesting.
That actually is a really interesting idea because they're both really esteemed
Especially
universities
Stanford.
academically. Yeah.
Could you imagine Stanford?
Yeah.
But okay,
Harvard
Georgia,
football?
would they not be though like way better in every sport?
Yeah. Can
once
you
they got
imagine
to
what
the Ivy
what
League?
Stanford would do to Dartmouth?
Right.
But it's an interesting idea, Georgia. I really like that a lot. It's super smart. Thank you. I don't know, where is Stanford going to go? Where's Stanford? I've lost track.
Pac-2.
No, the ACC is the conference trying to fit them in, and it would help both the ACC and it would help Stanford and Cal. I heard an interview with Jack Swarbrick, the Notre Dame athletic director, yesterday, and he said that's what the other athletic directors are pushing for.
But ACC is all East Coast.
Well, so is the Big Ten and UCLA
Well, Big
and
Ten's
USC
middle of the
are
country.
going.
That's more middle of the country.
Well, how middle of the
Michigan.
country is Maryland? How middle of the country is Rutgers?
Yeah, but those are like the smaller ones. I mean,
Penn State, Big Ten.
Yeah.
It's so I think geographics now, it's all about money.
Everybody's going to be traveling more. That's just the way it is. I mean, USC's got a game at Penn State next year. They got to fly to State College and go in there. I mean, ultimately USC's going to have to go. UCLA has got trips back east now. I think
I'm
UCLA.
sure Chip Kelly is smiling a lot and embracing the going back east.
That's very Chip.
Yeah, very Chip. All right, let's go to Anonymous.
What?
Anonymous somewhere over the rainbow. Hello, Anonymous somewhere over the rainbow.
Hello. Hi. I'm doing my best to disguise my voice. Super nervous. Don't care how you're doing because I currently have a morning sickness. So, Mason, since you are supposed to be staying, since you're supposed to not call out or be at work every day, no one in my family knows, not even my husband who took me to Terranea, my husband nor my family, not even my job, knows that I am pregnant. I won't tell them until you call out.
Until you will not tell anyone in your family you're pregnant until Mason misses a show?
Yes. I have a specific date in mind, which I do want to surprise them. It's getting
What's
kind
the
of
date?
hard.
What's the date you have in mind?
October 1st.
Well, I'll be working past October 1st. I can tell you that.
He'll miss a day before October 1st.
No, it's.
I think so also.
Yeah.
It's November the
23rd.
November the
He's-
10th.
Mason hasn't gone a whole month without missing a show in years.
Last year I did a 49-show streak.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and
Bergman, did I do a
actually
49-show
check.
streak last year?
It was close. I don't know.
If you go
exactly the number.
past October 1st, I will be very tempted to not tell them, but I will. It's been kind of hard. But
Wait a minute, though. Aren't at some point you're going to have to tell them because you're going to start the
I know,
show, right?
Yes, that's true. But still haven't shown. No one knows. Not my job. None of my family. Nobody knows.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on until Mason misses the day.
All right, keep us posted.
Anonymous,
That's a good.
thank you and
You have
congratulations.
to call us first before you tell them. You have to call us
Yeah,
first.
call us first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, deal.
Buy Anonymous somewhere over the rainbow.
Well, she couldn't give us her name. It would ruin the bit.
Exactly.
Is that what it said on the screen? Is it anonymous somewhere over the rainbow?
Yeah, let's go to another of John's neighbors. Apparently, it's a big day in Manhattan Beach. Bobby, you're on 710. You're our
neighbor.
203 call of the day.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, guys. So I was listening yesterday, and I was listening to the shady life hacks that John was talking about.
Yeah.
And so I have one, and let me know if you guys would do this.
Okay.
So
Probably.
you have to be a server or a bartender, and what you do
both.
is, I think Mason didn't get a job at Coco, so he may not apply.
I did not get that job at Coco's. You're absolutely right.
Bergman's
And thank
been
you
both.
for bringing it up.
But, okay, so you're a waiter or a bartender, and what's the hack?
So you have to open up a credit card that has good restaurant points, and whenever someone pays in cash, you charge your card, and you keep the cash, and you rack up all the rewards points.
I don't even think that is necessarily illegal.
Oh, I think that is illegal.
No, why is it illegal?
What did I do?
You're
Did he do that's illegal?
Money is still exchanging hands.
Everybody got paid that was supposed to get paid.
Is somebody not going to look at the bills and see the cash doesn't match the register at the end of the night?
It will, though.
Yeah.
Because he charged on his own card.
He's never putting in that there was even a cash payment.
Yeah, Bobby,
You
you're
got the
shady.
cash.
You're a shady
No,
dude,
Bobby,
man.
I think this is brilliant.
Shady.
I hate to say that I think it's also brilliant.
I
It's
think it's
brilliant.
shady.
It is brilliant.
And I wouldn't even feel guilty about that hack.
Yeah, I think you should, Bobby.
Why?
Why? Why does he have to feel guilty about it?
Bobby, don't you have to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say, I'm a good person. I'm not
Why
doing
does
a bad hack.
doing what Bobby said make him a bad person?
Well, it's financial fraud, isn't it?
No.
Sure,
Why?
it's fraud.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like
Wait,
fraud to me.
Brian, you
In
think
other-
this is fraud?
Yeah, I don't know. This sounds shady.
Yeah.
You're
They could
taking
technically
cash,
get you on cash mishandling with something like that.
But no, you're taking the cash. You're putting the exact same amount of cash into the card. What's the difference?
Because
you're
not
taking
allowed
somebody
to-
else's money.
You're taking somebody else's money, right?
How?
You're taking the cash,
Correct.
and
But
then
then you're
you're.
paying
But I'm
the bill.
paying every penny of it back over my credit card.
Yeah, I think that doesn't fly. I think if some manager person got a hold of that, that would be reason for
No, I
termination.
think if some
but-
manager person got a hold of it, they would say, "You can't do that. I'm your boss. I'm going to do that."
Yeah.
At least let's split it. You do it one time. I do it the next time.
Well, listen, Bobby, congratulations. Most people here think it's an excellent hack, and you are very smart.
Not sure why it's shady at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bobby. All right, there you have it. 2:00 call today.
Oh,
See,
you're weird. You're weird, man. Why do you feel like this? That's not normal. It's fine
what's fine?
doing that.
So,
No, it's
maybe-
not.
wrong
doing-
with
it's
that?
not
I've
fair
never heard
doing
of that
that.
before. If it was fine, I feel like
Mace,
more
I'll
people
give
would
you
do
an
it.
example. Somebody like I work for the Lakers.
Right.
We go on a road trip. We need 60 hotel rooms.
Okay.
Somebody's getting those points. All right. I have no issue that I don't get those points, even though I'm the one staying in the room. But
Right.
since I don't pay for the room, I don't get the points. And I have zero issue with it. Whoever's getting the points, take them. Isn't that what the same deal here, right?
Right, but if you're a server and you're continually charging the same credit card, somebody is going to notice what you're doing.
But
you have the cash.
But if you're doing is not shady, and I don't think it is, what difference does it make?
I think it's shady.
I think you think it's shady because you want it to be shady.
No, I'd say it's like fraud. It's a little bit of
Where's
fraud.
the fraud?
Yeah, thank you.
There's no fraud.
The fraud is that he gets money, he takes
then
it,
pays it.
and then he charges his credit card. Tell me that's not fraud. It is fraud.
Money is
In what
still
sense?
happening.
Who's being
frauded?
Yeah.
All that's
Who's
really
being
happening here is there's a shortstop.
Yeah, and it's a financial
It's like a
scam.
cutoff man.
It's like Bernie Madoff.
Not
It's
at all.
exactly
It
like
sounds
Bernie
like a
Madoff.
financial
It's
scam for
totally
sure.
like
From a
Bernie
points
Madoff.
perspective, maybe,
It's
but
not
the
a
points don't
Ponzi
matter.
scheme.
He's doing it is honestly it is just as bad as what Bernie Madoff did.
What are you talking
I can't even say that with a straight face. Idgebull.
Idgebull.
Nah,
It doesn't count. It doesn't work when you say it out loud.
No, it does. It does. Because you guys get it. You guys understand it. Well, Bobby, congratulations to you. I'm glad you
excellent call,
beating the
Bobby.
system.
That was my favorite 2:00 call a day.
Is it? That was?
Yeah, because it was a good idea.
Yeah, sure.
Every server should be doing that now.
Yeah. All right, so I want to throw something weird at you guys.
That wasn't weird? Go
No,
ahead.
this is weirder. This is weirder. So a guy named Sean O'Malley. Do you know who this is? Sean O'Malley just won a big fight in UFC this weekend. He's the bantamweight champion.
Okay.
And won in a knockout this weekend. So he's the champ.
All right.
So before his title win, he went on somebody's podcast and talked about his training regimen and other aspects of his life. He says, I'm a king. I pay for everything. I treat Danya, which is his wife, like a queen. If I get a little something on the side, what does that have to do with anything? I have testosterone running through my veins. It's that simple. If I'm paying for everything, you know how successful any sort of way I am King Kong. So what he's basically saying is because he pays for everything, he's allowed to sleep with anybody he wants.
Wait a minute. Can I do that?
Well, you can certainly try. You don't pay for everything,
Lisa.
do you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I pay for everything.
Do you pay for everything?
Most things.
Yeah, most, because your wife is also working, right?
Yeah.
Bergman, does that make any sense to you? If the guy's paying for everything, he gets to sleep with anybody he wants?
I used to pay for everything, and they slept with whoever.
Oh, wow.
Nicely done.
That is brutal.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said on this show.
That is brutal. That is right up there, man. In the funny debate.
Oh, boy.
Bowl, man. It's bowl.
That was awesome.
That was great, man. Great line. All right, I want to read this, and then I'm going to do a tease. All right.
And then are you going to go to the bathroom?
Oh, God. I've got a bathroom story coming up.
All right, good.
Yeah, Jorge discovered something. All right. Let me see. Number 2. Hey, listen to Mason and Ireland all week long for your chance to win tickets to the exclusive Mason and Ireland LAFC pep rally and live broadcast next Friday, September 1 from 1 to 4. You'll be inside BMO Stadium at the Founders Club where all the fancy people hang out. If you're in attendance, you get a chance to win LAFC versus Inter Miami tickets with Messi coming to town next Sunday. There's autographed merchandise. There'll be food. There'll be drinks, all kinds of stuff. Private, exclusive party with Mason and Ireland next Friday at BMO Stadium in the Founders Club, and your chance to win is coming up in just a little while. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, Mirror Audio Video has been serving LA sports fans since 1984. Isaac and Roy and the team at Mirror can deliver for you products and services others just don't offer. For example, Samsung just came out with a beautiful brand new 98-inch QLED, and you can only find it at Mirror Audio Video. The best of the best comes to Mirror first. If you're in the market for a whale of a TV, you got to check this out. Or you want the ultimate summer backyard, Mirror has you covered. Everything from sleek outdoor lighting to amazing sound, from your outdoor speakers to one-touch control over the pool, the jacuzzi, everything. Mirror can do it all, and they do it with the best customer service in the world. So do like we do. Call Mirror Audio Video today, 310-234-4010. That's 310-234-4010. Or check them out at mirroraudiovideo.com. Tell them Mason and Ireland sent you. They'll hook you up for sure. Have a great weekend from Mirror Audio Video in Westwood.
Oh, I'm a little dumb. Jorge walks in with my. I always have this lately since I'm not drinking coffee. I've got this red juice that I drink every day from Starbucks.
Right.
Walks in and says, "I found your juice."
Oh no.
In the bathroom.
You left it?
Left
Again?
in the bathroom, yeah.
And did you just pick up right where you left off and start drinking it again?
I decided that there are probably something called bathroom fumes, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to. I'm
Thank
not going to
you.
drink it.
Yeah, that's what I like. I
you.
thought you would just pick it up and start drinking it.
Yeah, no, I've decided I'm not going to.
That's what you did last time. and that's
Last time I
disgusting.
just went ahead and drank it.
Oh.
Exactly.
Whoa.
All
That's why
right,
I'm
so
sick of that one.
go ahead and hit that song we queued up there, Brian. You know the one. Bam. Bam. Okay. So the reason why we play In Sync is that there's a rumor going around, John, that there could be a halftime show at the Super Bowl comprised totally of boy bands. So what do you think of the concept of that? So it would be New Kids on the Block, In Sync, 98 Degrees, and Backstreet Boys. Did I say Backstreet Boys?
Is Justin Timberlake going to play?
Probably not. Justin Timberlake solos at the Super Bowl, so I don't think we'll see him. But
Then I don't want it.
what do you
Well,
think?
you left out some people.
Okay, who did I leave out?
Boys to Men,
Boys to Men.
Belle
Nice.
Biv DeVoe,
Yeah.
Color Me Bad,
Yep.
and possibly a K-pop
They
group.
should do a K-pop
wow.
group. Yeah. Now that would be.
I gotta tell you. I'm guessing you think I'm going negative on this. Completely the opposite. I would welcome this in a heartbeat. I think it would be great.
I think it'd be fantastic.
What do you think?
All these songs are songs that we lived. I mean,
Yeah, all
New
that
Kids
we
on
all
the
grew
Block.
up
I was
on.
I was a DJ when New Kids on the Block came out, and those were like the biggest records. And Timberlake and 98 Degrees. You put all those guys in state. And by the way, could you imagine if BTS did the Super Bowl?
Right.
That would be crazy because
That
they've
would
got
be
a
huge, yeah.
worldwide gigantic following. I think it's a really good idea.
I do too.
So we know Miley Cyrus is the one name we heard. Now there's this boy band thing as the Super Bowl thing. I think that's really clever because you're running out of big names you can stick on the Super Bowl. Last year was Rihanna. Beyonce has done the Super Bowl. Bruno Mars has done the. You're literally running out of people.
Taylor Swift said no.
Taylor Swift said no. Gaga has done the Super Bowl. Like they're really out of people. Like if I was to take the boy bands thing off the table, who would you say should do the Super Bowl?
And last year they did kind of the salute to rap. With,
No, that was 2 years ago. This last year was Rihanna.
That's a SoFi.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Last year was Rihanna. But so they've done that.
Right.
Yeah, I think the boy band thing would totally work.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a really good idea. You're bound to appeal to somebody. And by the way, older, I'm 58. New Kids on the Block, I know really well. In fact, John, you'll remember this. When we were doing pregame for Game 7.
But by the way, New Kids was not one of the people mentioned in the story.
Oh, they were not.
It was In Sync, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, Boys to Men, Belle Biv DeVoe, Color Me Bad, and possibly a K-pop group.
Isn't Boys to Men really just boys and two men? Like, there's only two.
Yeah,
of them
I did
now.
a party that I emceed a
There's
party where they
three.
played out, and they killed it.
They
They're
sang at the first game after Kobe passed away.
great. Yeah,
Yep.
they're great.
Yeah, they are really good.
Fantastic.
Bergman, by the way, I read that there is an NSYNC reunion potentially in the works already, so it could be for
with
this.
Timberlake?
And
Ooh,
I'm
with
pretty sure
JT.
it would include JT. And the reason that I think he's had a change of heart potentially is because back when they were pushing for an NSYNC reunion, he was still really big. He had just put out those two 2020
Right,
albums.
right.
He was still very prominent. He's kind of pulled the reins back a little bit.
Yeah.
So I feel like this would be a really good opportunity
It's
for him to
interesting.
kind
So
of
it'd be
break out
almost
again.
like, John, you remember the Victory Tour. Michael
With the
Jackson
Jacksons.
became a solo act and then went back and did a tour with his brothers, and it was the Jackson 5. That would be the same thing if JT came back for the Super Bowl. I think it's a good idea. I've heard worse. Sunday, John, is a very important day, one that I think everybody should know about, and I want to take a moment and celebrate it.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
Okay.
It is National Cinema Day. And at every movie theater in America, you can buy a ticket for $4.
Four.
I like it because I don't want to see movies go away. But Mace, I'm glad you brought this up. I fear movies are going to go away. Movie theaters are going to go away. I know you're no longer in that business, but I know you care about it.
Yeah.
it seems to me that home television has gotten so good.
Yeah.
My home TVs are so good, and the comforts of home are so good that, I mean, what's my incentive to go to a movie theater now?
Okay, so
popcorn.
The people that
I make
will
that at home.
Yeah.
The people that will drive and save theaters are filmmakers. Like Christopher Nolan will never make a movie that goes straight to streaming. He's shooting it in 35 millimeter. It's an IMAX format. Same with Mission Impossible. Like these great big movies, I think will always be around. Your point about smaller movies, I think, is right. Like you can watch a smaller movie at home and have basically the same experience. So I do understand that. But for those great big movies with the sound and all that stuff, I still love going into a movie theater.
But how many of those are there a year? Like how many of those great big movies do you get a year?
Well, I don't think
5
Mason
to
is a good barometer of this because he's been a movie lover his whole life, and he will go to the movies on a drop of a hat.
And I will go even if I heard it wasn't very good.
It's a better test for somebody, Greg, like me or you, who go to the movies recreationally. Yeah. I've been to a movie theater twice this year. The first time was to go see Air.
Yep.
That was good.
Which was during the playoffs when I was in Memphis and I was bored. And the second time was when Mason gave me $100 and dared me to go see Barbie. And so I went and saw that in a theater. But had Mason not given me that, and had Air been available on Amazon like it is now,
you would have waited.
I know I would have watched it in my hotel room.
Well, Air is a movie that you don't need to see in a theater.
Right.
But that's my point.
But I mean,
but everybody's telling me Oppenheimer I should go see in a theater.
Oppenheimer
is just I'm just going to wait for it.
Oppenheimer is just an amazing movie to see in a theater. The sound is incredible, the picture is incredible. I mean, it's, by the way, it's done $700 million, which is a crazy number for a movie on a serious subject. But Greg, you asked how many?
Yeah. How many are there?
So there's this year: Barbie, Super Mario Brothers, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oppenheimer, Avatar: Way of Water, John Wick 4, Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, Transformers. Those are all movies that were made for theaters.
Right. That was.
Well, 10, I could keep going down the list. I mean, I just don't want to sit here and read movie titles to you.
Well, no, thank you.
I could keep going.
No, but the point is that there's 10 of those, 15 of them possibly. That can't build your whole movie theater production.
Mason would know.
You need little ones. Yeah, you would need little ones.
Yeah, you need
go too. And those, if those go, they'll all go.
You would know the answer to this inherently. How many movies need to come out a year in order to justify theater owners making money?
Yeah.
Well, you need probably 10 big tent poles, and then sort of the medium pictures.
And
like
how many of those?
10 big tent poles, I said.
No.
Right, but how many of those medium ones?
Oh, medium ones, you need breakthroughs for probably 40 of them.
Yeah, so that's where I think the problem lies.
So you take those 40 out, and they're only at home, like John's asking for, and that ruins theaters.
Yeah, I'm a big movie theater believer. I still think they're going to be here. So I have so many friends in the business and hugely supportive of the business. I think it would be a great loss for everybody if movie theaters went away.
I agree with you, but I fear that's where it's headed.
Yeah. Well, the big point I want to make: go to any movie theater on Sunday. It's $4. Are you going to go celebrate National Cinema Day for $4, John?
No, I'm hopefully going to be watching El Segundo playing for the World Series Championship. Now, here's the latest.
Yep.
They won again last night.
Yep.
So they're in the U.S. final on Saturday at 12:30 against the Texas team that beat them early in the tournament.
Yeah.
If they win that, then they play for the whole enchilada on Sunday. And so that's where I hope I'll be.
So and they'll face double elimination.
No, it's not anymore. It's single elimination from here on out.
And they would face the winner of Curacao and Chinese or Taipei.
Curacao looks good.
Curacao does look really good.
So does Texas. But these kids can hit. And these El Segundo kids can hit. And they're super fun to watch. It's where I live in the South Bay. It's all anybody's talking about.
Really?
I was in a bar last night. They had it on every TV, and the place went nuts as soon as those kids won.
Didn't El Segundo already play Texas and lost?
Yeah,
right?
they did. They lost to them.
Only loss at Williamsport, and it's double elimination until now. Now it's single elimination. So they've got a chance. That game was close. The one they lost 3-1.
Oh wow!
And they had runners on second and third in the last inning, and their guy struck out.
So Bergman, why don't you get Danny Boley on?
Who?
Well, we probably won't be able to get him until next week. But, yeah, Danny Boley, the manager of the El Segundo team, I would imagine when he gets back will be available.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I would love to have him on.
Yeah, that'd
Used
be fun.
to own Fonz's restaurant in Manhattan Beach, which was excellent. And his son, Danny's son, is one of the kids on the team. He's 11. So I'm rooting
Danny
for all those
Boley,
dudes.
give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call. The
right
Boley
now
line
he's
is
in
open.
Williamsport.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next, John, I want to ask you a Caleb Williams question that I haven't heard anybody really bring up. That's coming up next for you. And in the meantime, right now, callers number 7 and 10, you can win exclusive invitations to our big LAFC pep rally and live broadcast next Friday at the BMO Stadium in the Founders Club. If you're there, you got a chance to win LAFC Inter Miami tickets, see Messi next Sunday, autographed merchandise, food, drinks, all that stuff. A chance to win an invitation right now, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. Callers number 7 and 10 are in the party. Mason, Ireland, 710-ESPN. Hey, Big Friday. Good afternoon, everybody. So, who is that?
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Yeah,
Okay.
little Motown Philly.
Thank
Oh,
you.
come on. You didn't know that,
No,
Mace?
I didn't.
BBD.
Hey, Mace, here's somebody that's supporting your take on the credit card
Thank you.
That credit card hack is theft and unethical because there are merchant service fees that the restaurant pays on all transactions. I'm not sure that's true.
I agree with that person 100%.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true.
It makes complete
But there
sense.
you go.
All right.
I
So,
put it into the discussion.
USC Trojans back on the field tomorrow at the Coliseum. Let's see. I'm going with Morales, Alex Michelson from Channel 11, and guest. We got field passes, and I'm hoping to meet Jennifer Cohen, the new athletic director for USC, because I think the games would sound really good on 710 ESPN. So Caleb Williams has got a year of eligibility. He's going to play this year, junior season. He's got a year of eligibility after this. Can't Caleb Williams use that to his advantage? For example, let's say Caleb Williams doesn't want to go to Arizona. They're probably going to have the number one pick. I don't want to play for Arizona. Not the right team for me. And Arizona then has to make a decision. Caleb could use the fact that he's got a year of eligibility to try to call his shot and go to a particular team. Do you think that's a realistic scenario, John?
I don't. I think that and I saw where he came out and said he hasn't decided whether he's going to skip his senior season. He's too good. This isn't Matt Leinart. Remember, we were trying to figure out if Matt Leinart was going to stay for his last year after he won the Heisman, and he ended up staying, and then he went into the NFL the next year. I think he was like the 10th pick in the draft.
Matt Barkley, same thing happened.
Yeah, Caleb is a lock to be the number one pick in next year's
100%.
draft. So I think anything other than I'm turning pro after this season is disingenuous.
But couldn't he use this to his advantage like Peyton Manning did? Like John Elway did, where they called their own shots. They said, basically, here's where I want to play.
Well, John Elway had a baseball situation.
Correct, where he used it as leverage, yeah.
And Peyton Manning, it was Eli Manning that refused to go to the Chargers,
That's right? That's right. It was Eli
Manning.
And they traded him.
Right. Caleb can still do that. But he's going into the draft. What are we talking about here? Caleb Williams is not staying an extra year.
I'm not
USC.
saying, but I'm saying he's using it as leverage.
Right.
Like,
no,
I don't want to play for Arizona.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No, there's no way, because he's risking injury if he stays in college. And if he gets injured and something really happens to him, he loses all of that money. He loses the number one draft pick. He loses a lot of it. You go, you get your money, and you get your long-term money. Now, he can stay in school and get a lot of money on an NIL deal for one more year.
Yeah, supposedly he's making $5 million a year.
Sure, and it could probably go up next year. But then that's not the long-term money that you get with getting the
Correct. You don't get a long-term commitment, all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm just saying, call your shot. Pick your team. Use the leverage that you got.
Yeah, but I think you can do that without saying you're going back to USC.
Yep.
You can do what Eli Manning did.
Say I'm not coming into camp.
You guys can keep my rights, but I'm not going. Caleb Williams is going to make $4 million in NIL this year.
Yeah.
He can just sit out a year if he
can
wants.
probably get a raise if he wants for next year.
There you go.
So I'm looking at the SC schedule, and again, SC tomorrow night, 5:00 at the Coliseum, as the 2023 season starts. I'm looking at the schedule, and they have got an easy 6-0. An easy 6-0. San Jose State at home, Nevada at home, Stanford at home, and Stanford's not good. At Arizona State, not good. At Colorado, not good. Home Arizona. Right? That's 6-0.
I think you yada-yada'd Colorado, which you shouldn't.
Their over-under is 3.5, John. Seriously. There is it's the most overhyped thing in the world. They're going to beat somebody, but their over-under is 3.5. Do you like the over or the under?
I like the over.
Yeah, I mean, they could win 4 games maybe.
Maybe 5.
But they're not. It's not like
I don't know what
they're
Dion
great.
has cooking.
But they blew out everybody.
But they're going to play
a brand new team.
They play 86 new guys.
Yeah.
They play Saturday. Is it this Saturday or next Saturday? I think it's next Saturday. I think they play September 2nd. They play TCU, and we'll know a lot about Colorado then.
Yeah, because TCU is going to whack them.
Yeah,
they're going to run them.
TCU is a 21-point favorite in that game.
Yeah, so I anticipate. I don't think Colorado. And you sent a list of all the endorsement stuff that Dion's got earlier today, and he does. He's got as many endorsements as I think an NFL superstar would have, and I think that's only fair. He is a star. His endorsements include, again, as the head coach at Colorado, Aflac, Subway, Oikos Yogurt, Chevrolet, KFC, Icy Breeze, a hair company called Restore. I don't know if I've ever seen a coach with that many endorsements.
I don't think there has been one.
No. That's
No.
crazy. Now, what do those endorsers think if he does win 3 games? If they become a non-factor?
Well, I think you give him a year. You give him a year. Like Pete Carroll's first year at USC, they were 6-6.
Oh no, I'm saying of course he gets I mean, he gets well past next year. I mean, I think you're making a
well, you're
commitment
just saying
to build something.
what do the endorsers think? I
If-
think the
if you're a
endorsers
3-win
give him
team
a
this
year.
year.
They give him a year. I don't think any Aflac, Subway, Oikos yogurt. I don't think any of those dump Dion if he goes 3-9. But if he does it a second year in a row, then they'll start to drop off.
How does, in a somewhat related question, how does Subway afford every single superstar to be in their commercials?
There are more Subways in this country than there are McDonald's.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true.
Wow.
It's the number one, like in terms of volumes of stores, it's number one. It's just they're printing money.
Yeah, but they've got everybody.
Yeah, they got Mahomes, they got
Steph, they got Barkley.
Right.
They got. I mean, they got their pick. They got Venus, Serena. I think it's Serena. Is on those commercials. It just the list goes on and on. And Subway must be breaking the bank trying to get all those people under contract and ready to. And the commercials are great. They're entertaining. All right.
By the way, did you see that story about Billy McFarland? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I was just looking for that story. Yeah.
Okay, so did any of you guys watch the Fire Festival docs? There were 2 of them, one on Hulu and one on Netflix.
No,
Yeah, I watched both.
Yeah.
I watched both.
I did too. So basically what this guy did was 5 or 6 years ago, before the pandemic, it was kind of a stroke of genius from a marketing standpoint. He got all of the top young supermodels in the world, the Kendall Jenners and all of her friends, to get on jet skis and go down to the Bahamas and ride around and say, hey, and they're all in bikinis, and they come on this camera and they say, hey, we're going to be here for the Fire Festival. Lots of bands, lots of fun, whole weekend in the Bahamas. Go to this website and sign up. And thousands of people did. And the weekend came, and it got rained out, and there were no accommodations, there was no food, there was no concerts, there was no supermodels. It was all a scam. And Billy McFarland went to jail. So this week, he's now out of jail.
Yep.
Billy McFarland announced Firefest 2. Now, why would anyone in their right mind give this guy any money? There's no way this works, right?
No. Who would? I mean, honestly, who would get suckered twice?
There's going to be people. There's going to be people.
Okay, so here's some more details. It has no specific location set yet, but it's supposed to take place by the end of 2024 in the Caribbean. Per the festival's website, ticket prices start at $500 and go up to $8,000.
Oh, come on. Everybody saw those documents. Everybody knows there's a total rip.
I think the only tickets left are the $8,000 ones,
No,
too.
really?
Yeah, I think so.
What is he promising at the Fire
So here's what he
Fest
said in
2?
his YouTube video.
Yeah.
This is a big day because as of right now, Fire Festival 2 tickets are officially on sale. It's been the absolute wildest journey to get here, and it really all started during my 7-month stint in solitary confinement. I wrote out this 50-page plan of how we would take this overall interest and demand and fire it up, and how would it take my ability to bring people from around the world together and make it happen. I just can't imagine anyone being stupid enough to give this guy any money. He pled guilty in 2018 to 2 counts of wire fraud, and he originally faced up to 20 years in prison. But as part of a plea deal, he forfeited $26 million to reimburse as many victims and got released early from prison after serving less than 4 years. He was then transferred to community confinement where he remained for a couple more months. What in the world would possess someone to give this guy money?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I honestly, are people that stupid?
I would need everything up front.
Well,
everything.
If what Brian said is true,
People are, yes, because they're already snatching up these tickets, and I'm pretty sure I heard today that the 8,000 ones are the only ones left.
Oh, my God.
all right, I suggest if you're one of these people that are thinking about buying a ticket to Fire Festival 2
For $8,000.
you go to either Netflix or Hulu and watch what happened during Fire Festival 1, and you will be dissuaded from giving this man any money.
Yeah.
You might as well take your
did.
money and just throw it away.
As far as Firefest goes.
So he goes back to jail, right? After this, when it tells
Oh
you-
yeah, no, they're keeping a cot for him right now in
It's
jail.
all ready for him.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
ready.
here you go, Mr.
Solitary
McFarlane.
confinement is ready. They're going to just slide the food under the door. Congratulations,
2 pieces of
Firefest
bread
2.
and a slice of
Unbelievable.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just makes zero sense to me.
All right. Coming up next for you, going to do a little What's Up,
What's
Fool?
up, fool?
Everybody's going to throw us questions. This weekend is here. The weekend is here. And this weekend, I guess. You probably got big plans. And you're going to travel somewhere. You're going out to the desert or down to San Diego or whatever it is. And bam, another car hits you. You're angry. You're frustrated. You ache a little bit. What should you do? Let me give you some advice. Call my friend Jacob. Put this number in your phone. I mean, literally, it's in my phone. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Nobody ever plans on being in an accident, but when it happens, there is only one name to remember. That is Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. Jacob and his team are available 24/7. Yes, if your accident happens tonight at midnight or Sunday morning at 4 a.m. or whenever that happens to be, call Jacob from the scene of the accident. For more than 25 years, Jacob has handled all kinds of vehicle accidents, car and truck and motorcycle and Uber and Lyft and scooter and pedestrian, you name it. Jacob has handled them all. So before heading out this weekend, put Jacob's number in your phone. Hopefully, you'll never need to use it. But if you do, it is going to be the most important contact number of your life. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob. He'll win for you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
and we've been very excited that What's Up Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so there's some more Damian Lillard news that's come out just recently. It said despite Lillard's recent comments, the Blazers remain uninterested in trading him to Miami per Florida Sports Buzz. It says, as of early this week, the Blazers have expressed no enthusiasm for the Heat's assets or interest in engaging in serious negotiations. What happens with Lillard, Ireland?
I think he gets traded eventually because what are the Blazers going to do? Like, not play Scoot Henderson, make Lillard come in?
Before the season, during the season?
Are you saying it's impossible for Lillard and Scoot Henderson to play in the same backcourt?
Well, you play Anthony Simons, who's the other guard, $100 million.
And you want them both to start? You need all three to start?
Well, I mean, I guess you could play Scoot behind him, but if Dame doesn't, I always believe what Jerry West says. If you don't want a player who doesn't want to be there, I feel the same way about James Harden. You could force him to play. You could force Lillard to play, but he wants out. Get him out. Get what you can for him and get him out.
Okay, so get what you can for him. You said the magic words. Damian Lillard really screwed over Portland. He screwed him over by saying, I want to go to Miami or else. Now Miami, it doesn't have to give a great offer. They can actually hold something back because they know Lillard has called a shot and says he's going to the Heat. If Damian Lillard had just said, I want traded, and then privately gone to the organization and said, the Heat are my preference, they would have gotten a much better deal because everybody would be bidding on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like Damian, you can't say Damian Lillard screwed over Portland.
He did by handling it this way.
He stayed there for so long and gave him his all for.
He's leading scorer in Blazers history. I totally get that, but he did not handle this the way that is advantageous to his organization that he's been with for many years. Portland has got to get the best offer. They've got to get the best talent they can for Damian Lillard. It's a little bit like Shohei Ohtani. The Angels didn't trade him and didn't get any assets, but if you trade Damian Lillard, you better get some of the good stuff or you're screwing your organization.
But you shouldn't give him something for his loyalty. Like, he's been so loyal. If he wants to go to Miami and you get a decent haul back, take it. He's been loyal.
They're saying it's not a decent haul. That's what Portland's. You just read the story. Portland doesn't believe it's a decent haul. Ireland, anything on that?
Let him go.
I don't know how much more clear I could be. I would move him. Whatever I could get for him, I'd move him. I'd get him out.
Just take whatever Miami gives.
Well, you could get a third team involved. You don't have to trade him to Miami. But
I think that's what he desires, right?
Well, I don't care.
He called his shot.
If I'm Portland, I'm sending him to wherever I get the best return. But
that's
I don't
exactly
want him.
right.
I don't want him in my building. I don't want him on my team.
He has no trade clause? He has no trade clause?
No.
Only one player in the league has a no trade.
They can trade him wherever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would do. I would trade him where I could get the biggest return.
What's
I'd
up,
trade him to
fool?
Russia.
Yeah.
Wherever's whoever giving me the best players.
Yeah.
All right, so the Cincinnati Reds have a new food item that has gone viral, quote-unquote, from their secret menu. And so now at the Great American Ballpark, you could get a chili dog rolled in a slice of pizza. How does that sound to you?
So it's a chili dog.
A full chili dog, hot dog, bun, chili, cheese.
Roll it in a slice of pizza, and that's the bun then. Pizza
No. There's a bun as well.
And a bun?
Yes.
That's too much. Like,
You're not
it is
in on
a
this?
lot of carbs, man. But the pizza rolled around the hot dog is an interesting idea if you use the pizza as the crust.
Right. That kind of does sound good.
As the bun. That sounds good. I mean, I don't know. The crazy food stuff at the ballparks, it's out of control. And they show them all the time. And I've never seen anybody, like I bet you go to the Great American Ballpark, you'll never see anybody order the hot dog wrapped in the pizza and the bun.
They're calling it the Sky Rosa.
That is not the least bit enticing to me. Is it enticing to any of you?
No, it is.
No, I saw it. It looks kind of gross.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll get it at SoFi, improve the food.
How would this be any different than cutting up a hot dog and putting the slices of the hot dog on your pizza? What's the difference?
Well, yeah, a little chili on the top. Too.
Chili, yes, and the bun is on there too. He said,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I'm a hard pass.
And also, I'm not cutting up my hot dog and putting it on pizza.
Yeah, I'm a super
I'm not
hard
wrapping
pass
my
on
pizza
that.
around a hot dog.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, fool?
All right, so a stolen Rolls Royce tore through Los Angeles on Wednesday, and then the driver pulled into a parking structure and just vanished. They have no idea where he is. I think they're still looking for him. I've now seen this happen 2 times, where somebody takes the police on a chase, they pull into a parking structure, park the car, ditch the car, take off on foot, and just blend in.
Wow, they never get away.
Well, how are you supposed to see who's driving the car with all tinted windows?
Yeah, that's true.
So
All
my
tinted
question
windows.
to you is,
Yep.
if you were to take a car on a spin and
Yep.
a potential high-speed chase, what would your car of choice be, and why wouldn't it be a Rolls Royce?
You want a car that's gonna not gonna stand out. So Rolls Royce is the worst possible car to try and steal.
Yeah, but isn't it like faster than everybody else's car, so it's able to? And,
Their cars are fast enough. The police cars are fast.
yeah.
And you can't outrun a radio.
So you're saying going?
I'm just coming from like a luxury perspective. Like you're going to be balling in that Rolls Royce while you're peeling out.
Right, but what John's saying is right. You probably blend in if you're driving a Hyundai Sonata, which is a great car, by the way.
But you're trying to take a Hyundai Sonata for a spin? I'm saying, what car would you like to take for a spin?
Like, what car do I want to steal?
Like a McLaren?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yes.
I think a Bugatti.
I'd want an Aston Martin.
I'd want a Bugatti.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, or a
About you,
Maybach.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Countach.
Greg said, a little Lambo.
Little Lambo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bouge it up.
Pedal to the metal, baby.
Bouge it up.
You won't get very far because the gas mileage is terrible.
Yeah, what if you were in an electric car? You run out of electricity?
Run out of charge, exactly.
Just hit a Tesla supercharger real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's up,
30
fool?
30 minute for a supercharge.
All right, so we kind of touched on this earlier about the National Cinema Day.
Yeah.
And Saturday is also National Dog Day.
Oh,
so I don't know
wow.
if
Dog Day
double
and
up.
Cinema Day.
It's a
It
good
is like
weekend.
my weekend.
Right. So have you guys seen the new movie Strays? with
No,
Will
but I
Ferrell?
want to see it so bad.
Yeah, so it's rated R. Me and my fiance actually saw it on opening night.
Yeah.
How was it?
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. Very adult humor.
It's
kind of
basically
situation.
dogs cussing, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say like 90% of the movie is cussing and, talks about...
And Jamie
other
Foxx,
things.
Will Ferrell, they're like the 2 main guys,
Yes,
right?
those are the two main pups.
I want to see it for sure.
So the question I have to you guys is, on opening night, I saw this movie, and there was half the movie theater was kids.
Okay.
And it's a rated R movie, and the movie
Really?
is definitely not for kids. Like, I'll say that 100 times.
When you say kids, how old?
I would say, like, around 10 years old. There was a bunch of people,
Wow.
obviously, with their parents kind of deal.
Right, okay, but still.
And there was a mother in front of us kept covering her daughter's ears.
Oh, well, come on.
Right, so how would you guys feel about taking a child into a rated R movie?
Well, it depends on the child. Like when I was a kid, I convinced my mom to take me to R-rated movies that I really wanted to see. I don't think any of them were as filthy as the Strays movie, which uses every single expletive in the world over and over and over again. So, yeah, I don't think kids are appropriate in that movie. I don't know if mom said, "Hey, look, it's a movie about dogs."
Talking dog with Will Ferrell.
And then they walk in, they're like, "It's like MF or..." Yeah, I mean, it's like goes nonstop.
Well, is it just cursing, or is it like sexual things?
I would
too?
say, 90% of it is sexual.
Oh, it is.
It's
90%?
cursing and sexual. Yeah, the whole movie is.
Oh my god,
They're dogs.
Because I take my daughter to a lot of movies. I don't care if it's R-rated or not. If it's just cursing, it's fine. But if it's sexual, I won't take it. No, too young.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by the movie. I plan to see it this weekend. I couldn't quite get to it. Maybe that's what I'll do for my $4 National Cinema Day ticket on
double
Sunday.
up.
That's a good idea.
Cinema and Dog Day. There we
Yeah,
go.
Cinema and Dog Day all in one weekend. Yeah, John, any interest in the Swearing Dogs with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx?
Wait till it comes out on Amazon. I'll watch it at my house.
Yeah, no, it looks really, really good.
I'd see it again. It was funny.
Would you really?
I would, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm interested. I would see it.
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
All right, so Michael Jordan's earliest game-worn NBA sneakers are returning to auction after recently being sold for $1.5 million. Mace, I know this is your favorite thing to talk about.
I love when we talk about the value.
So we're going to start a GoFundMe for these, right? Like, we have
yeah.
to have them. And if you had $1.5 million, like, let's just say you have stupid money. You have $1.5 million to blow on something. What are you going to blow it on?
Well, do you know how easy it would be to get a pair of Jordan shoes from that era, scuff them up a little bit, and claim that those were the shoes he wore for the first game.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
think they
make
gotta
$1
be
million.
certified, no?
Although
I would never trust it. Mace, I sent you a story earlier in the week about a Mickey Mantle Yankees jersey, and they claim they have 7 what they call photo matches.
Mm-hmm.
But all the jerseys back then were the same. You could easily create one, and then they'll say, but it has a certificate of authenticity. You can make that up too.
You can.
I wouldn't
absolutely.
trust any member. I would never spend $1.5 million on some things that pair of shoes that somebody says Michael Jordan wore. How do you prove he wore
There
them?
are legit organizations that certify the authenticity.
Yes.
And if
How?
Well, for example, if Upper Deck says those are Michael Jordan shoes, those are Michael Jordan shoes officially.
I don't have to believe them.
You don't have to, but they're one of the leading certifiers of this stuff.
Correct.
Um,
And you trust them.
yeah, I trust a
I
company
once
like
did
Upper
a story
Deck.
with Kobe, and he told me that 90% of the signed memorabilia out there, he didn't sign. Not his signature. And a lot of it was certified by places like Upper Deck and Panini and,
So Kobe
whatever.
told you that all the stuff out there is
He
fake?
said, if you didn't see me sign it, there's a decent chance somebody forged it. And I've always remembered that. That's why, I never give anybody anything signed from another person unless I saw them sign it. Mace, I've told that story a million times about I sent to Jeff Blake, our friend at Saturday Night Live, a signed Kobe jersey. I was standing there when Kobe signed it. So I know it's legit. So I put it in a package and I sent it to Jeff. But if you don't see people sign it, I wouldn't trust it. And I've been in sports for 30-plus years. Sports memorabilia is a scam, man. A lot of it.
Yeah. If I had an extra $1.5 million just laying around, I'd put it in an Apple stock.
You're not spending it on a pair of shoes?
Not spending it on stuff.
I think
Mace, I'm
that's
surprised you didn't
grow.
say you would buy more crypto.
Crypto, I actually traded out of crypto.
Completely?
Yeah, completely.
Why?
Because I don't like the government getting involved in it.
There you go.
And the government is starting to meddle in crypto, and they're going to try to regulate it, and it's going to destroy.
I mean, it was only a matter of time.
It was right, but the whole idea of crypto is it isn't tied to any particular country, any particular banking system. Now that it's going to be, I'm not a crypto believer anymore.
How
I think
much-
they're going to regulate the hell out of it.
And you don't have to give me the amount, but percentage. How much did you make from the time you invested in it to the time you got out? Like more than 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have trusted that. I didn't trust crypto.
No.
Yeah, so good for you. I'm glad you got out.
I dipped
though.
my toe in, but I got out quick.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky stuff. It's
I'm
really,
very
really
glad,
tricky.
Mace, you got out, because until this point, you never showed any willingness to get out, and I legitimately feared that you were going to lose your ass on that.
I don't trust the government.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't trust crypto.
Yeah.
So for all those reasons, I'm glad you're out.
I wonder if Crypto Ray is going to get out.
Oh, Crypto Ray.
great
I wonder if
question.
he's getting out. Yeah, we'll find out.
And then when he changed his name to X Crypto Ray.
Crypto Ray. That's a better name.
So here's the. This is interesting. We're talking about Firefest 2, invented.
And how I can't imagine anyone stupid enough to give Billy McFarland more money. And it only took us 10 minutes, Mace, and we found him.
Yes. Coming up next for you, our friend from Channel 1. I love the Channel 1. The Channel 1 News, Kelvin Washington is coming on next. He says
it's going to sell out and that Mason and I don't understand the appeal of the Firefest.
that's next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
up in Mile High, which you can hear right here on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN. And USC kicking off at the Coliseum. Steve Mason and I will be in the house for that game at the Coliseum. No Cappy, though. No cap. Let's get to it. The fun and frivolity for an F-It Friday afternoon. Mason and Ireland, your Friday right now.
3 o'clock crowd. By the way, the sandwich that I was describing there.
Is it up? Is it happening?
It is at Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches. They just got the recipe yesterday, so the Venice Mace sandwich will be on the menu soon.
At one specific location?
No.
Or at all the Ike's?
I think all the L.A. locations.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right, so I love this guy because
I know. I can't believe that he's coming on for this reason because I, until right now, had nothing negative to say about Kelvin Washington ever.
Yeah, no, he's great on the Channel 1. He always texts us and says, you're wrong about this, you're wrong about that.
He has apparently lost his mind.
You don't understand my generation, all this stuff we get from Kelvin.
We welcome to the program our old friend Kelvin Washington, who used to work with us until, like most people that work with us, he passed us up and is now a big TV star. Kelvin, how are you?
First off, what's up, fellas? And Mason, I'll have you know that is not entirely accurate. I do text to say, hey, great point about that. Hey, Ireland, great point about that. Now, it may be far and few in between. However, I do acknowledge when you two have some great points.
Excellent.
All right, so with that in mind, Kelvin, we did the story right before What's Up, Fool, about Billy McFarland, the guy who invented Firefest. And Firefest was a huge scam. He took a bunch of money from people. It was so bad, he got sent to jail for a couple of years. He has decided now that he's out of jail to go to Firefest 2. And we were arguing, Mason and I, we were in agreement, that who in the world would give this man any more money after what he did the first time? And you say that we're nuts and it's going to sell out? Do I have that right?
You have it 100% right. So let's walk through this. Let's take a little walk, and I'll tap into both of your lanes. So let's start with you, Iron. First off, I think you guys are really not understanding this generation. Write this down for those listening. This is a church note. In church, when the preacher says something good, they tell you to take notes. Take notes.
All right, I'm writing this down.
Clout is the new currency. Clout is the new currency, all right? That's all that matters for kids. If I say there's $10,000 or 10,000 followers, they're choosing the followers. So let's walk this back some. We're in an era now where things that are deemed bad or historically would be deemed something would be a negative, maybe embarrassing, lack of integrity. Those things still resonate. If I told you Nixon, who was in trouble with Watergate, or Bill Clinton with you-know-what, would get T-shirts made and would sell them, you would say, yeah, right. They would be shamed. They wouldn't. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump is putting his mugshot on T-shirts and selling them for $40 a pop. So we're in a different era where bad things doesn't matter. Let's go to – remember the show Tiger King that was on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
That was all the rage?
Yeah.
If I would have told you there's a woman that folks legitimately believe killed her husband, is now on Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
She gets on Dancing with the freaking Stars. That would have never happened 20 years ago. She would have been ousted and everyone would have hated her. She's a terrible woman. Now she's on your stage, Disney's Dancing with the Stars, right? So I say this to say these kids view this as a win-win. Let's say you're a hot 25-year-old girl from Beverly Hills. Why not? I go down there, I'm looking good, I'm taking photos, and it's the party of a lifetime. It's a win, right?
Okay, so
I've got all this content.
Let me throw a little bit at you, okay? So you know the date of Firefest 2, right?
The date? What is the date? I don't know the date.
They haven't set the date yet.
No date. Do you know where it's going to happen, right?
It's some island, right?
No location yet. You know who's playing there?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, nobody named. I mean, so you're spending $8,000 for an event that doesn't have a date, doesn't have a location, and you don't know what's going to happen there.
And Kelvin, you said you said that you're 25 years old, you're looking good, you're going to go down there. None of those models that promised to be at the first Firefest ever showed up. There were no celebrities there. The whole thing was a fraud. Why would you trust this guy?
It's not, and you're right. Listen, you're right. Both of you are absolutely right. So this isn't a conversation about where is Kelvin going or Ireland or Mace or anyone in there. Conversation is about this generation. And so those kids with that type of disposable income will say, look, it'll either be the biggest horrible, take two to the first one, which, by the way, how can you have the Fire Festival? You didn't two when you didn't even have one.
You didn't even have one. That's a really good point.
But they're going to say, I'm here. Oh, my gosh, this is terrible. We're eating ham sandwiches. We were supposed to have gourmet caviar. This is terrible. And they're going to blow up, and everybody's going to be following them. Or it's going to be the epic redemptive party of a lifetime, and 50 Cent and Eminem and a Bad Bunny or whoever's going to be there, and they're going to have the time of their life. So it's a win-win for all these kids who look at things as content-based. Everything's for content. Everything is for likes. Everything's for clout.
Well, they're wasting money, man. They're just set it on fire, throw it out the window.
Rational. That's your problem. And I can't believe I'm saying this with Mace on the phone, but stop being rational.
Yeah, I don't think you're looking at the whole picture here, Kelvin. This is literally what are you buying? What are you spending your money on?
A chance to either be at something that is an epic success or an epic failure. Either way, it's disgusting. And what did you say, Ireland? You did such a great job teeing it up. It was on two, not one, but two different platforms streaming.
Because it was the biggest disaster ever.
And I'll be at the biggest disaster part two is what they're thinking.
So you think because people have social media accounts and they want followers and they want to entertain their followers, that it's just as good if this thing bombs as if it's good because it will be good content for their social media platforms?
It's the reason why these people take risks running out on fields, lighting themselves on fire from some new little fad, new trend that everybody's doing, eating Tide Pods and all that crazy. Yes, it's worth it because I'm going to blow up. They might literally blow up on fire or something, but it's worth it.
Okay.
So listen, I ain't proud of where we are as a society, and I think they're looking at us on Mars. They say all those new aliens and all those movies we saw, Independence Day, where the aliens coming, they're passing by Earth. They're looking at Earth talking about, ooh, the ghetto. They are passing by Earth. They don't want to stop by here.
Yeah. Now, Kelvin, since we got you, I got two other things I want to ask you about that don't have anything to do with the Fire Fest. The first one is you have been the most – Kelvin, for people who don't know, is from Michigan, from outside Detroit. And you've been the most rational Lions fan I've ever met. Like, you never got too excited about them when people said they were going to be good. You were honest when they did dumb stuff with Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders.
Right.
But now everybody's picking the Lions. The Lions hype is off the rails. Are you picking the Lions to win the division for the first time in, I think it's like 25 years?
I hate that you would even ask me this because picking them to win the division it's different now that Aaron Rodgers is gone. And yes, they beat him twice when he was there last year, and that was great because they never, ever beat the Packers. So winning the division, but what does that look like? Is that 10-7? Is that 9-8? Because it's not the greatest division. We don't know what Jordan Love is, and the Vikings won all those close games, which you figure is going to come back to the mean.
Yes, exactly. You're right. They won a lot of games by less than 7 points. Yeah.
Right. So it's not a great – and we don't know what the Bears are with Justin Fields. Obviously, you hope they progress. He looks like a young player that could be maybe something.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, listen, you've got Ndamukong Suh, Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson. Woo, this is the – and then they fall flat or they're mid, as the kids say. And so I want to be rational. I want to take my time, see what we got. I like that there are a bunch of different talented guys, not a singular guy or two you can focus in on. And I think that's why Jared Goff is having success. But, yes, pump the brakes, people. I've been doing this for 40 years.
They're winning the division, man. I'm big on Jared Goff. Always been a Jared Goff fan. Got my team to the Super Bowl once. Wasn't able to push it across the finish line.
And you couldn't wait to trade him after the Super Bowl. Stop it.
Yeah, now, Kelvin, last thing for you. I
get something after you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Maybe the same thing.
Okay.
Kelvin, Mason really wants to meet Giselle Fernandez. Can you make that happen?
Hold on. In like a peer-to-peer way? Or you might be rethinking your life way?
No. Peer-to-peer way.
He's not changing teams.
No. I'm set on my team. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a first-round draft pick.
Hold on. This is breaking news.
No, he's a fan.
Yes.
He's a fan of Giselle.
I can absolutely make that happen. She is wonderful. I think you will love that she is very bright. She is, but also she is a wonderful balance of irreverent. Like, she's hilarious. She doesn't mind, busting people's chops. She's great. So I'm a huge fan. She loves me. Yeah, absolutely. She would absolutely make that happen.
Kelvin, do you think
Mace, was that you? By the way, was that your thing too?
Yeah, it was. It was like, Giselle does one of my favorite shows. It's called L.A. Stories. Do you know the L.A. Stories show?
She wins every freaking Emmy. Like, you remember when like Michael Jackson will win 10 Grammys? That's her. And if she can't hold one and you're holding it, she'll say, no, give it to me, put it on my foot. I'll hold my leg up. Like, she wants all the Grammys. I mean, all her Emmys to be in the pictures.
Do you think
she rocks with that show?
Do you think I'm worthy of being on L.A. Stories?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you tell my story, this is going to be my parting gift. I've been wanting to tell this story for a long time because I listen to you guys all the time, every day. You guys know I text you all the time.
Thank you.
And one of the things I've been wanting to tell is a story about Mason. Do you recall? And you never do, so the answer is no. But there was a time when Travis and I had our show when you were supposed to come on and talk Dodgers with us. Do you remember this story?
He doesn't remember what he had for lunch yesterday.
I don't recall this at all.
So this was when you guys teased Mace about how he gets in his moments and he has his moods and he's feeling like, this one takes the cake for me. So Mace, you're supposed to come on and we're talking Dodgers. I don't remember if it was a postseason game, win or loss or something. I don't remember this years ago.
Right.
And they're like, hey, all right, yeah, we got Mason's coming on, guys. He's going to be here around 7:30 in the morning. We're going to talk. He's going to hype it up. He's going to really do what he does. He knows the Dodgers. We're like, great, all right, cool. So we're going on back and forth. We're talking about other subjects. And we say, hey, don't forget Mason's coming up a little bit later. Talk Dodgers. Okay, great. Well, all of a sudden, we get a call. We're like, hey, Mason's coming up upstairs, right? And they go, well, he's downstairs. We're like, okay, cool. He knows how to use the elevator. Well, he said he's not coming up. What do you mean? Well, he drove in and felt like you guys didn't promote him coming on the show enough. So Mace isn't going to come upstairs and talk Dodgers with you.
This is absolutely made up. Kelvin, this is absolutely 100% made up.
1,000. Lay off the ganja so you can remember this story, brother.
This never happened.
Oh, this is
Travis
great.
and I looked at each other like, you're joking. And in my head, I saw Mace down there pouting. They didn't promote me enough. They didn't tell them.
That is absolutely not.
No.
Why does everybody come on here and tell bad stories about me?
I have great stories. Listen, you come on my show. You've been great. Ireland, thank you to you guys. Have been great. I love this. But I had to tell the story because I've listened all the time driving, and they're always like, oh, Mace has these moments. That was my Mace moment. Okay. I was like, you got to be kidding. Like, yeah, he said you guys didn't talk about him coming on the show enough. You didn't promo him enough.
Yeah, so I was petulant, apparently. Petulant.
All right, Kelvin, thank you for coming on, and I think you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you're crazy. See you at Firefest 2.
I can't wait till you guys have Billy on your show. I'll holler.
All right, cool, man.
See ya.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, coming up next.
Yes?
I've got a special guest.
Ooh.
And you're going to love him.
Okay.
That's all you're going to say?
That's all you got.
Okay. That is coming up next for you. In the meantime, the 10th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light and Hollywood Park Casino is only 2 weeks away. Friday, September 8th at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. And even if you're not golfing with us that day, make plans to be with us at the 19th hole starting at 4 o'clock with the afternoon show thanks to Sunday Swagger, San Pedro Fish Market, Craveable, and Tequila Mandala. That is 2 weeks away. Excited for that and excited to see who's on the show next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. All right, so we got a surprise guest. I had no idea that this was going to happen. Did you know this was happening, John?
I did. Well, I found out during the break, and it's awesome.
Yeah. So everybody has been following the El Segundo Little League team representing the state of California. They have made it to the national championship game, which will be tomorrow versus Texas. And they got a chance to go to the Little League World Series on Sunday. Of course, they're in Williamsport. And right now joining us is the manager of the El Segundo team, Todd Boley. Todd.
You're thinking this is Danny Boley.
Oh,
Todd
sorry,
Boley
Danny
owns
Boley.
the Dodgers.
Yeah, right. Danny Boley. Sorry about that, Danny.
This is Danny. Hi, Danny. How are you?
What's up, guys? I love it. So good.
Yeah, Danny, I got to tell you, man, I live in Manhattan Beach. I hope word is getting to you and the kids that the whole South Bay is riding this wave with you guys. You can't go anywhere in Southern California right now where your games are not on the TV, and in bars and in restaurants, people are on the edge of their seats. Are you getting that feedback? Are you aware of how you guys have kind of captivated the whole region?
Yeah, John, it's nuts, brother. I mean, I'm getting messages from Geeter and Brej and all your boys over there, the Lake Show, but everyone in town is like, I got a phone call the other day saying, Danny, I was in my house the other day and we're watching your game and the home run happened and I heard like this huge roar and I'm in my house and I just realized it was all the houses around me.
Wow.
That we're cheering, like we're so stoked for this team in the South Bay that's all the way out in Williamsport and is doing their job. So yes, I do feel it. I would love to be a fly on the wall in every house to really feel it, but man, the love has just been incredible from Manhattan Beach, Hermosa, Redondo, El Segundo, all the way, even the whole Southern California coast has just been incredible. So I'm besides myself out here. It's just amazing.
So, Danny, when this team came together at the beginning of your season, did you think, hey, we're good enough to get to this point?
So, yeah, let's back up. So 3 years ago, we had a 10-year-old team, right? Then we won state. And I knew we were good, but as kids get older, some kids reach puberty at an earlier age, and they just get bigger and get stronger than some, right? It's a certain age of 12.
Sure.
So at 11, we lose in the state semis, and I just felt like, God, we're just missing one piece. So I got this kid that was been in El Segundo his entire life and goes to school with all the boys, and I told his dad, and his dad loves me, and his dad, Danny, if you coach him, he'll play Little League this year. And he's the kid, Louis Lappy, who everyone's talking about, is going to start for us tomorrow. And he is an absolute beast. And he's really made the team. We were really good. Now we're probably the best out here. We just have to compete and play good tomorrow. And he's going to start on the bump tomorrow. And he's undefeated. And we'll see what they do against him. I don't think they're going to hit him. But baseball's a weird game, and you never know what's going to happen. But we're just so excited and can't wait to play tomorrow.
Danny Boley, the manager of the El Segundo Little League team, is online with us. For those of you who have not been following this, El Segundo lost their first game when they got to Williamsport and has worked their way all the way through the loser's bracket and is now back in the winner's bracket for a one-game playoff, 12:30 on Saturday against Texas, a team that beat you, Danny, earlier in the week. So obviously they're good. This Texas team's good. Yeah. What do you got to do to beat them?
So if I were to speak about that Texas team we played, we hit the pitcher hard. We hit it in places that they were standing, so they didn't have to move much. And we made one crucial error, which cost us 2 runs in the game. So I feel like we outplayed them without those 2 plays. But at the end of the day, I think we're a way better team, and you're going to see tomorrow how much these boys compete. And I think we're going to come out on top and be the U.S. championships and go on to play either Chinese Taipei or Curacao, whoever comes out of that bracket.
So how do you deal with the expectations and the pressure? Because these are kids that go along with playing in Williamsport and go along with playing in gigantic games like you're going to have tomorrow and hopefully on Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah. So for 3 years, we've obviously grown into a family together, and I always teach them we is greater than I, and I'm a big motivational guy, and I show them clips of Kurt Russell being Herb Brooks in the pregame speech he did Miracle on Ice.
Nice.
I show them Hoosiers. I show them Rudy, because we're a small town and we're playing in a big venue. So all these things that I knew were huge to me, growing up as an athlete and playing beach volleyball and baseball in high school, I was bringing into them through motivations of like, hey, doesn't matter how small you are. Doesn't matter what you do. You're still playing in this field. And listen, it's one game and one game at a time, and believe in yourself and have confidence in yourself. These kids, like if you watch them play, they just don't care if they win. They want to get there. There's a mission that we're on, and they want to get to that final game. They just don't want to win every game. They want to win every game to get to the final ending. So they're not celebrating now. They'll celebrate when we win the whole thing. So the pressure isn't on them, and they've been through adversity throughout this whole tournament with the sections and the regions and all that stuff. We've been up and we've been down and we came back. And so they're super ready and super confident, and when they play as a family in a team sport, it's really hard to lose.
Danny, your son Quinn is on this team. Do you find it harder to coach Quinn or easier to coach Quinn compared to the other kids?
Having a son on the team is always there's twofold. One, it's difficult because you always have people thinking, oh, he's playing daddy ball, da 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 da. Sure, that's just what happens in Little League.
Yeah.
But on the other side, it's so special because Little League is basically the last year that a father-son coaching, like you just don't coach in high school, or most dads don't coach in high school. It's very rare. But it's the last time you coach kids that are your sons. And I feel like, obviously Quinn's my son, but all these kids, I've had them for so long that I feel like I adopted them.
Right.
And so they all trust us and they believe in the coaching staff. And I preach so much about family and love. And guys, if you play as a unity together, even if you lose, you still win. And so they've gotten it, and they've banded together, and they're just so strong. So yeah, it's not easy to have your son on the team. And my son's good, but he doesn't even start in the outfield. That's how deep we are. Right. But he bats eighth and had a key hit the other night and scored the actual winning run to make it 2-1 off of Finley Green's bat. And it's magical, man. When we grew up, you always wanted to get to Williamsport. And your dad was coaching, and we never got out of districts. And it's tough to come out of California. Yeah. California is a tough state to win.
Loaded. Yeah.
There's so many good baseball teams.
Last thing for me, are you scouting Chinese Taipei and Curacao for the championship game on Sunday?
Nah. Well, when you say scout, like you can't scout anyone until you actually have to play them. So we won't scout international until we actually get there. But there's so much video throughout the tournament that you can just pull it up and watch and see different things. But at the end of the day, you got to remember they're 12 years old, right? They're not pros, so you can't think they're going to do the same thing every time. Pros usually do it because they've had so much reps.
Sure.
So they're 12 years old. They're going to make mistakes. You just hope that you're on the other end of not making the most mistakes in a game.
Danny,
so you scout people. Yeah, you scout people, but at the end of the day, you still got to go out and win. It's kind of like what John Wooden would say. Yeah, I can go watch them play, but we still got to play them.
Right. Well, Danny, I'll leave you with this. I know you used to run Fonz's, which was a great restaurant in Manhattan Beach that I got to go to a bunch. And I was in there with Geeter one night, and we had a great time. But, Danny, every TV on every street in the South Bay is tuned into your kids. You could not have more support if you were the Lakers. I'm telling you, people, you have captivated the entire region, and just make sure the boys know that when they take that field tomorrow, they have literally hundreds of thousands of people rooting for them, and we can't wait to see you guys do your thing, man. Go get them.
I will, bud. I appreciate you guys having me on, and go Gundo, man. Let's bring it home, man. Let's bring it home.
All right, Danny, thanks a lot for coming on, man. We appreciate it. Best of luck.
You got it, boys.
All
right, see you, Danny.
It's Danny Boley.
That was cool. That was Dave Singer. Old friend Dave Singer had Danny's number in his phone. He used to play baseball with one of his cousins. And,
is Bergman there?
Yeah.
Bergman.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to me.
See how that works?
What works?
See how that works? Well, how all of a sudden the guest is on and somebody, producer, puts together. Like, we've actually got a producer from 8-9 years ago who delivered on that guest.
Yeah, that was fantastic. He was Rick. Thank you, Dave Singer.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing what the problem is here.
Yeah,
cool. Thanks, Dave.
We don't get people like that when you're at the helm.
Yeah, Greg, this is what you do. You take full credit for the guest.
Yeah, that was mine. I am the producer of the show, therefore I got that guest.
Yeah, but man,
even though it's Tyler.
I can't remember the last time I pulled. I don't think I've ever pulled for a group of. I don't know how the parents do it.
Yeah, I know.
It is so nerve-wracking. Like Lisa, my wife, who doesn't have any kids playing on this team, can't watch. Like she's got her hands over her eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so friggin' exciting. And Mason
it's
and I
4 o'clock today, right?
No, it's at 12:30 tomorrow.
Oh, 12:30 tomorrow.
Yeah,
okay.
Today's an off day.
Right.
They came out, and it's one game against Texas, and the winner goes to play Sunday for the title. If they lose, they would play again Sunday in the consolation game, but we're not putting that out there.
No, don't put that out there.
But if you're not caught up in this, you're missing out. It's these kids are like that team is loaded. They're really fun to watch. Danny's great with them. You know the managers.
Clearly, I mean he talks. I mean, I imagine he gives fantastic prep talks and warming
Yeah, well,
guys
you know they're all
up
mic'd. The managers are all mic'd. So when he
Yeah.
goes out to talk to the pitcher or to talk to a hitter, you hear everything.
It's a really cool feature. Yeah.
Yeah. So go get them, El Segundo.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them
This
play.
weekend, we're all El Segundans. All right, Mason and Ireland. Next week, we've got an exclusive party going on at LAFC, live broadcast next Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It is inside BMO Stadium at the Founders Club. Everybody there has got a chance to win LAFC versus Miami tickets to see Messi next Sunday, plus autographed merchandise, food, drinks, hang out with us. Your chance to win is, let's do it right now. Callers number 7 and 10 get exclusive invitations to our big party next Friday, 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN. You can be at the party with us next Friday. Good luck. All right, so coming up next for you, John, the NFL town that drinks the most beer. What NFL fan base drinks the most beer? Think that over. I've got the list coming up next. Hey, look, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your employees, you pulled your business through the pandemic, and now doing the tough thing can qualify you for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Now, the government funds are already out there, and so this is an established program. And if you kept 2 or more employees, you stayed open during COVID, you can get up to $26,000 per employee. It's not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. The program is super complicated, but nobody knows more about it than the CPAs and the tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do all the work, and then they share a percentage of the cash they get you. So businesses of all types qualify, including nonprofits and churches. Even if you took a PPP loan, you're still eligible for this program. You did the tough thing during COVID. You kept your employees on. Let covidtaxrelief.org help get you up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. covidtaxrelief.org. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Need high quality
So I don't know if you guys know this, but Chris Morales is apparently on a long vacation.
10 days.
He's actually on his own professional golf tour. I think he's going to play every day.
Yeah, 36 holes of golf every
So Morales,
day.
36 holes of golf a day. Can you actually pull that off?
Well, we're down 18 so far. I'm eating lunch here at Derek's Grill, overlooking the 18th hole of the beautiful Black Gold Golf Club site of the ESPN LA Golf Classic, presented by your SoCal Hyundai dealers, Coors Light, and Hollywood Park Casino. You see how I worked all that in?
Boy, you're killing it, man.
Beautiful.
Tommy and I, Tommy Lamb, the chairman of the Fun and Games Department, we were just at Sunday Swagger. I picked up some gear for you, Mace, for tomorrow. So we're looking at that. Sunday Swagger is going to be part of our 19th hole party and here at the Golf Classic. And Ireland can understand. Johnny I, by the way, great job today at Terranea. How was it?
Excellent. Like I would imagine very similar to what you're doing. Like perfect day for golf. And as you know, Chris, Terranea is the best. So
Terranea is amazing.
Yeah, great.
So now I'm contemplating if finally I have reached a bit that might be a little. I've bitten off more than I could chew. So to speak.
Really?
Oh, let's hear it.
How do you mean?
I got 18 more holes on a Friday afternoon, and then I got to put in 36 tomorrow before I go hang out with Mace. And then, I got to come back Sunday and do it again, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a good problem to have, but now I'm a little concerned that maybe I'm not in the shape for this. But
it doesn't sound like the most relaxing vacation.
Oh, I disagree.
First of all,
it sounds
three
perfect
times today. Sedano's called 3 times, even although I'm on vacation. Lindsay twice. Mace once. So I don't know how much of a vacation it is, but you know what? I'm on a golf course, so it can't be bad.
That just means you're integral to the operations of this station.
Chris, I can promise you this. I will not call you for any reason.
I left you alone today, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, I knew Corporate Greg was busy on the course. How did you play, Corporate Greg?
I actually played pretty good. I played 3 birdies. I'm not birdies, three pars. 3 pars. 3 pars.
3 pars. Well, that's beautiful. And it looked like our 2 winners were great.
They were amazing.
Yeah, they were awesome. Liz and John, they were both great. Liz started us off with a par that got her. It was Liz and I took down John and Greg by 1 hole, Chris. It was very exciting.
I think I'm going to follow our participants on Instagram. Meanwhile, that was a joke, guys.
Yes.
I don't know if everybody got it.
And meanwhile, tomorrow, we're at USC. We're at the Coliseum.
Now, wait a minute. You guys still haven't determined what you're going to do with the 2 Cappy tickets?
Nope.
Chris, what should he do?
I think we should just not use them so we have more space.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's good.
I'm a larger man, so I could always use more space.
Yes.
Well, and Mace, you often say you buy 2 movie theater seats sometimes so you can have the seat next to you open. You could do the same thing with the USC
That is
game.
true. Yes, we can have some room now. Okay, I'm not going to use them then. I won't use them.
Now, get this, Mace. I just found out, late breaking, that Josh Martinez and Carlos Isu from the social media team are going to be there to shoot fabulous content of you and me acting like we're best friends.
Oh, that is great. This will be one of my most challenging roles ever.
Possible. As night falls on the Coliseum, you and I embracing and both singing Fight On.
Oh, that is
Chris,
beautiful.
Tactical question. If you tee off right after we hang up the phone, it's 3:37. Are you getting your second 18 in before it gets dark?
I'm going to tee off at 3:50 p.m. The course had a big tournament today, which I played before that tournament. Then I took a little break during the day. And I'm teeing off at 3:50. You figure daylight is really gone at 7:50? That gives me 4 hours.
You got a shot. Yeah, you got a shot.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, when I have to go fast, Ireland, to get it in, I'll go fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course,
absolutely.
we know what you're saying.
God bless you.
Yeah.
More power to you.
All right, so Morales, I'll see you tomorrow at the Coliseum.
I can't wait, Mace. It may be the funnest day we've ever spent together, ever.
Yeah, it might be, and then again, it might not.
Talk to each other the
Take
whole
the rest
time.
of the day off, okay,
All right,
guys?
thank you.
All right, Chris.
There's
Good
Chris
luck.
Morales.
Get him
joining us
straight.
from vacation. All right, so I teased something there. I want to get it in. There was a survey, let's see, NFL Fan Awards and something called Pickwise. They did a survey of 3,200 football fans who answered a number of different questions about their game day habits, including how many beers they consume when everything is said and done. So what fan base do you think drinks the most beer?
What, like university or what part of the country?
Oh, what NFL franchise?
Philadelphia.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Oh,
Jacksonville not on the list.
Philadelphia's got to be on the list.
Philadelphia absolutely is on the list. Yeah.
They
are number 5. They drink 4.1 beers per person at the Philadelphia at the game.
Oh, Green Bay or New Orleans?
Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo's good.
Buffalo's
I like
good
Brian's
one, yeah.
guess.
Las Vegas?
Buffalo. Where's Buffalo?
Buffalo's a no.
Wow. All right, so that's two
Why would you
strikes.
think
I've
that?
heard the right answer a couple of times.
Oh, so we
So
threw
it's
it out.
either the Saints or
Green Bay.
Green Bay's number one. The average
Yeah.
fan at Green Bay drinks 6.2 beers per game.
Well, what the hell else?
Wow. Yeah.
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 Chicago's number 2 at 5.2 beers per game. Vegas is number 3, 4.6 beers per game. Minnesota, 4.5 beers per
Cold
game.
weather.
And Philly, 4.1. What's interesting, that's 4 cold weather cities.
Yeah.
I wonder if that has
You got
something
to
to
stay
do
warm.
with it.
You got to stay warm.
Yeah. You need a little buzz on for the
Yeah.
game.
Is New Orleans not on the list at all?
No, it's not on the list. Although New Orleans is a hell of a good town. How much time have you spent in New Orleans, Bergman?
My brother went to Tulane, so I would go
nice.
there all the time. I had a blast.
My favorite thing about New Orleans, you can drive through like a little stand and get a hurricane.
Yep.
It's like drive-through hurricanes. That's totally safe.
Can of grenades.
We should
All right,
have
now-
those everywhere.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming up, Brian Cohen's game.
Ooh.
It is the first day of double points. Today and then Monday through Thursday of next week. Steve Mason, in 4 years of Game of Games, has never, ever won a month.
Month of the Mace.
I've won every year. Bergman has won a lot of months this year. He's given me a run for my money. But Mason has been non-existent, has never won. Mace, if you win today,
I take
you will
the lead.
have the lead by 2 in the final week of a month.
right. This is worth 2.
Correct.
Oh,
So, yeah, Brian, do you have a preview of what your game is? What is your game?
It's a little combination of the cinema and dog day this weekend.
Oh, cinema.
so-
Oh, that might favor me.
Well, Mace, you might do well here.
Tomorrow's Dog Day, Sunday Cinema Day. All right, we will do Game of Games coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. If you own a business, attention, if you own a business, I got a way to make some extra money with Amazon Hub Delivery. So let me explain this. Here's the deal. Every day, Amazon will deliver packages to your business. Then you and your staff will turn around and deliver them. And you get paid for every package you deliver with weekly direct deposits. Now, you don't need any experience at all. You don't have to sign a long-term contract. And if you got another small business doing the same thing, you get $500. Get some extra income for you and your business with Amazon Hub Delivery. Go to Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/delivery. One more time. Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we have somebody from the afternoon show playing? No? All right, Brian,
It's
it's
okay,
your
we have
game.
5 of us.
Oh, there's 5. You're right. There's 5 of us. So playing today is Tyler, me, Bergman, and Ireland. Am I missing anybody?
Nope,
think that's
you got it all.
All right, cool. So what's the game today, Brian?
All right, so today's game is going to be first to buzz in or name is your buzzer.
Okay.
And it's going to be about...
Oh, we're on remote, Mace. You get another advantage.
Little advantage here.
So it's based on dogs in movies.
Dogs in movies.
Yes,
Okay.
a little combination of Dog Day and Cinema Day.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
so for the first 4, I'm going to ask for I'm looking for the name of the dog.
Name of the dog.
Name of the dog.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, number 1. This dog made his big screen debut in 1993.
Tyler.
Airbud.
Nope. Okay, keep going.
You're up.
Debuted in 1993. He was nicknamed the Beast and
Greg.
was feared.
Greg.
Oh, and name of the dog?
Yeah,
Yes.
the name of the dog.
I know the movie. I don't know the name of the
Nicknamed
dog in the movie.
Beast.
I'm out. I thought it was a beast.
Nicknamed the Beast, feared by a group of kids just trying to play some baseball.
I know it's the Sandlot.
No,
can't
but I
think
don't know
of
the name of the
dog's
dog is. I thought it was the beast.
Yeah, what is the dog's name?
Hercules.
Ireland. I'll
Oh,
try.
he busted
You gave
it
it?
out.
All right,
Did
all
you
right.
know it, John?
No, I was just gonna guess. I was probably gonna guess Duke.
Okay. It's worth a guess.
Yeah.
Movie
Well-
Sandlot, yes, but it was Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Hercules. All right. Hercules.
Hercules.
Number 2, still looking for the name of the dog.
Okay.
Okay.
This dog debuted in 1950 in comic
Mason.
strips.
Lassie.
Greg.
Greg.
Wrong?
Snoopy.
Snoopy, that is correct.
Oh, very good, Greg. Okay.
All right, number 3. This dog is best friends with a stoner. Loves
Greg.
to eat. Greg?
Scooby-Doo.
Correct.
Oh, Bergman coming along.
I know my dog.
Best friends with the
come
stoner.
on.
Shaggy is a
Shaggy
big
is
time
definitely
stoner.
Is Shaggy a
massive
I don't think
stoner.
Go back and
Shaggy-
watch
He's
Scooby-Doo.
a
I've
stoner.
never seen Shaggy
Oh,
used.
come on.
He's,
All they do is eat.
And
Yeah,
smoke
but-
coming out of the car as always.
No, I
How
don't.
in the world did you miss that?
Shaggy's
Take the
totally.
goggles off,
Shaggy
Mace.
doesn't. He's sober. He does not
Oh,
smoke
wait.
weed, use cannabis at all.
That is your worst take of all time.
Oh, screw you.
That is it's
So-
so far off.
I had no idea he was a stoner till he just said it.
You're lying. You're lying.
No clue.
But now you realize that he probably is, right?
Yeah, he probably
Yeah,
is.
right.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, what's the
I'd
next
hang
one?
with him.
So next one. This animated talking dog debuted.
Ireland.
Yep.
Who is animated talking dog?
3,
No, that's not right.
2.
Who is Clifford
1.
the big red dog?
Nope.
Did he
Nope.
talk?
Yeah.
I don't know if he talked.
This dog debuted in 1999 as best friends with a baby named Stewie and was
Greg.
created by...
Greg.
Brian.
Yep.
Yep.
Brian's
the
new
name of the
Family
dog?
Guy.
Yeah, name
So-
of the dog
yeah.
is Brian.
Bergen's.
I may go. I
From
may
Family
get
Guy.
shut
Greg's
out
running
here.
away with this
So
one.
wait. So what's the score right now? Do we know?
Greg has 3 and nobody else
Yeah,
has
it should be
any.
3 to nothing.
Greg is running
All
away.
right.
with it.
There we go.
Zippo.
All right, I got 4 left.
Okay. Same
So
thing.
in other
name
words,
of
we
the
got
dog?
to get them all.
Yeah, so this...
One guy's got to get
So
them all.
Greg cannot get any more right.
Right.
All right, so
that's
for
right.
these next ones, I'm looking for the name of the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Name of the movie.
Okay. This 1993 Disney movie featured
Tyler.
2 dogs.
John was first.
That's Air Bud.
Wrong.
Tyler.
Tyler.
Lady in the Tramp.
Wrong.
Okay.
All right, me and you,
Mace, our hopes lie with you.
Oh, come on,
So
me.
this
Go me.
1993 Disney movie featured 2 dogs named Chance and Shadow.
Greg. Homeward Bound.
That is it.
There is zero
are
chance
you?
I'm going to get.
Bergman, that was impressive.
Because Bergman's cleaning
Kudos,
up.
Bergman.
This is worth 2, so does this tie?
Yeah,
you for
that
the
ties.
lead?
We have a 3-way tie
Three-way
now.
tie.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Well, keep going, Brian. You can
All right.
finish the game.
Homeward Bound's a great movie.
It was a great movie. All right, so this
Homeward Bound 2
2008 movie starred Owen Wilson and Jennifer
Tyler.
Aniston.
Oh, yeah.
Marley and Me.
Marley and me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Tyler's
A
on the
super
Never saw
sad
that.
movie. I couldn't watch it.
It is very sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
All right. This 2019 Disney film starred William Dafoe and is based on a true story of a dog who embarked on a sledding journey across Alaska to transport medicine.
Oh, I
The
know
dog's
this.
name is also the name of
Greg.
the movie.
Greg. Balto.
No.
Balto's a great guess, though.
Balto is a
is
good
a
guess.
great
That's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
Cross
Yeah.
snow.
I thought it was right. I was confident 'cause I thought it was
Yeah,
right.
it didn't come out in 2019.
Name of the
They
dog
made
is
it-
also the name
They
of
made
the
another
movie.
one. I watched
Name
this
of the
movie.
dog is
Wasn't
also
it
the
Balto?
name of the movie.
No, what was it, Brian?
Togo.
Togo.
Oh,
William
I
Dafoe,
saw that.
yeah.
Balto, Togo.
That's close. Balto did something like that.
Brian, is that it?
No, I got one more. For you.
Okay, one more. Do one more.
This 1994 film featured a dog that was a collie and was considered a
Mason.
hero.
Lassie.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, there you finally
I got
got
one. I was going to guess Lassie at some point.
Nice
So
job,
a
Bergman.
three-way tie for first.
Yes.
Wow, Brian,
And
that was
4
a tough
days
game.
left. And we each have I'll do Monday, Mace, you got Tuesday, Greg, you got Wednesday, and then Michael will do it on the deciding day.
The deciding
there we go.
day
Each
If
one-
it comes
next
down to
week.
that, you're winning on a Michael's day. That's usually how it happens.
Well,
No, I do.
hopefully I'll win
I
it
do
before
okay
that.
on Michael's games. I do okay on Michael's
Pepe
games.
won Michael's game yesterday.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Pepe
Pepe did
won.
win yesterday.
All right, Bergman, get out of here. You got to go pick Riley up.
All right. Have
All
fun.
right. See
All
ya.
right, thanks.
See you, Berg. Safe
John,
travels.
we should mention earlier, before we get to Supercross talk, earlier today, you played golf with some winners out at Terranea, where you're broadcasting from right now.
Yeah, Liz and John, they were both awesome. And John works in healthcare. Liz is an athletic director at a school in Westwood. And they were both great. Liz and I took down Bergman and John by one hole. And it was really fun. And Terranea is a great spot. And I've gotten all you guys down here recently. And now I just got to get the listeners to follow. I mean, it's the best kept secret.
You know, it's funny. When I was at Terranea last week, and I just an amazing time. I was in the jacuzzi, and a couple gets in and says, "Hey, you're Steve Mason." Yes,
I am.
Nice to meet you. And he said, "You know, the only reason we're here is because we hear you talk about it on the radio."
There you go.
I'm like, that's exactly the idea. It's
Yep.
advertising.
It works.
And a lot of people reacted on Twitter today about the guy who was, when he got paid cash as a server, would go back and charge it on his card and keep the money, right? So he could pile up
you get
points.
the points, the credit card points.
So this is an interesting point. You take the cash and pay with your credit card hack is defrauding your employer. Your employer is the one paying the fees to run the credit cards.
Well,
That's the best argument I've heard.
Some credit cards do cost fees, but not all of them. See you, Greg. And so,
But you would agree that if there are fees
if there are
to
fees,
run the credit
then
cards,
that would be the smoking gun.
that would the smoking gun. Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of response to having Danny Boley on the show too, man.
Oh, that's super cool.
This little league team has captivated California.
Yeah, it really has. Cappy's there. Hey, Cappy, what's up, man?
There's no. We haven't gotten to Super Crosstalk.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
but that's
all
okay.
right. You can jump in.
Who the hell
What's
cares?
going on?
Yeah,
it's Friday.
Friday.
It's
Right,
Friday.
it's F Friday.
Friday,
That's right.
exactly.
Mace,
Yeah.
how are we? Are you and me? I know we're not 100% cool because I know I've let you down.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're upset at me.
I am.
It's probably going to take time.
I'm irritated.
And there's and by the way, I'm a very empathetic guy, just so you know, meaning I'm in your shoes right now, and I understand why you're a little perturbed with me. I do. But be proud of me.
In what way?
In this way. I said yes because I'm a yes guy, and I should have just said no from the beginning. And then I had the courage ultimately to say no, give you back the tickets, get them redelivered to you, and give them to you to hand off to somebody else to come. Now, have you found somebody else to take my spot?
We've decided not
They've
to bring
made a
anybody.
strategic decision. They'd rather have the empty seats cap, so
Yeah.
they have more space.
And also, we only have 4 field passes.
How many? How much were those tickets? Would you share that with me?
They were not expensive.
Can I please Venmo you? I feel horrible. Horrible.
Horrible.
I feel horrible. Can I please pay you for the tickets that I'm currently not using?
Sure, $61 a seat.
A seat?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Time out. I thought it was $61 in total. That would have been more reasonable.
No, it's $61.
$122?
Yeah, $122. That was the cost of the tickets.
$122.
What do you need me to send you the friggin' receipt? I mean, you think I'm just making up $61?
No, I don't think you made up 61. 61 would not be something you'd make up. 59 maybe, but not 61.
Yeah, 61 I would never. That's just weird to say
all
that.
right. So $122.
$122 exactly.
Is what I owe you.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Excellent.
I will pay you back.
Awesome.
No reason for you to lose 120.
You're going to miss out on a great day. You know who we're going to try to meet?
Tell me.
Jennifer Cohen, the new athletic director at USC.
I desperately want to meet Jennifer Cohen.
Yeah. Because, wouldn't those USC football games sound great on this station?
They sure would. They certainly would. And you know what else would be great? Us watching those USC football games from the athletic director's suite.
Oh, yeah.
That's
awesome.
Hanging out with all the legends of USC.
Speaking of which, let's hit the Super Stager.
ESPN AM. Super Crosstalk.
Before we start here, I want to say everybody loves a fighter. Jacob and Ronnie are sponsored for Game of Games. And in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. Remember, anybody can fight, but Jacob is here when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Shadano's here. Shadano, what's up, man? It's Casual Friday, right?
It is Casual Friday. I'm wearing my windbreakers here.
I'm wearing sweatpants.
So I didn't. Hold on. Let me plug in so I can hear John.
Yeah.
I heard the Kelvin Washington interview.
Yeah.
And I will say this, Mace.
Yeah.
And Morales has alluded to this in the past, and John has been with you forever, so maybe he could agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But there was a time that people said, now I did not see it because I arrived here in 2016, where you were kind of like apparently a big timer. That's what people say.
It was years ago.
Yeah.
The big
timer meaning what?
Like you'd big
Kelvin
time people.
accused Mason of they thought Mason was coming on the Kelvin and Travis Rogers show to talk Dodgers, and he was downstairs at Starbucks. And he refused to come upstairs because they did not promote his appearance enough.
Allegedly.
Now, Mason denies this.
I absolutely. It sounds like a made-up story.
It sounds like something you would do according to the way Chris says you used to be.
No, the way I used to be, you have to go back to the 90s to find out the way I used to be. The 90s.
How were you?
Hold on. Let's ask John, who's been married to you for 25 years.
Right, Ireland?
John, do you have to go back to the 90s?
He once was that guy.
But
I find it hard to believe that he did that when Kelvin and Travis were together.
Well,
he had changed by then.
So here's the hard thing. The thing that's hard for me to believe when I heard that story is not that you big timing them, because it is hilarious, and I feel like you do it even as a joke. However, you getting here at 7:30 in the morning was the part that was hard to.
This is where it all goes wrong.
Yeah.
There's no friggin' way I was here at 7:30 in the morning. That's the flaw in the story.
They were on. But guys, they were in the afternoon.
They were on in the morning back then.
He said 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no, remember, John, they used to be, this was before Keyshawn, LZ, and I got here.
Right.
They did like a morning show. Oh, hold on. Kelvin just texted me. He says, call Travis. Let's do it. Call Travis right now.
Call Travis.
FaceTime.
Never happened. Never friggin' happened.
Yeah. Call Travis. We'll get Travis on the phone. So anyway.
But George,
they did a morning show, John, and then then Key and LZ and I got here after that, and then Travis, and then Kelvin went to work with Marcellus.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, I was many words popping him. Not a nice person in the day.
Yeah.
Why?
And that's
Why
fine.
so? Why?
I think this is.
It's okay to say you weren't a nice person. Like the fact you would admit that is like shows tremendous growth.
But why though? Let's go back to the why.
Okay, go back to the why. When I was in Ohio, I ran the show.
Oh, Toledo's own.
It was my radio station. I was the ops manager. I was the program director.
Wow.
I was the morning guy.
Triple
I did
threat.
Everything. So when I came out here, I realized, well, I have no control over anything.
Yeah.
So I got very pissed off about that.
And defensive.
Yeah.
Insecure even a little.
Absolutely insecure. Yeah.
And at this point, in your early days, we didn't know about you. You hadn't come out, right?
Right, had not come out.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
Yeah, there's that. That was kind of boiling around.
Why? What does that have to do with anything? That's what turns you into
stressful.
a jerk?
Because it's really difficult
and
stressful
stressful.
to come out.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to be sympathetic here.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, because I got here, you had already come out, so you were like cool when I got here. All right. So Travis is here.
Okay.
So Travis is on the line with us. So Travis, have you been informed of what Kelvin said earlier? Because he said to call you now for backup on this story.
I think so. Tyler just mentioned it to me a little bit about when I think it was Sarkisian. He got busted the night before or something like that, and Mace was supposed to come in, and Kelvin and I were going to do the early morning with him, but we didn't mention that Mace was going to come on. So Mace was like in Starbucks and wouldn't come up because we didn't promote him.
Now, so is that a true story?
Yes.
But how do you guys know? How do you know? I'm just curious.
Now there's
Trav,
a second source on the story.
Trav, how do you know that he didn't come because you didn't promote him?
Who told you that?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
That's
remember?
what I need to know.
At the risk of burning a source, I'm not going to name it by name, but I did get it from somebody inside our building.
Burn the source.
And why would Travis care? Why
Burn
would
the
Travis?
source. I don't care. Who said it?
Well, I care.
Oh, yeah. Is it someone who still works with us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
well,
that's
then what
fine.
difference does it make?
Yeah, that's true.
It matters to me.
Yeah, if it matters to you, that's fine.
No, that's
but
fine.
why wouldn't you? You have to trust. If you didn't trust Kelvin, now we've got two people saying the same thing. So you did do it.
It's very difficult to argue when there are two sources on the story. Like you've got the second source corroborating the first source.
But Mace, what did you do? So hypothetically, you don't show up because you feel insulted. They didn't promote you.
Right.
You're downstairs in Starbucks getting like your 3 drinks and your 2 sandwiches.
Wait, so yeah, you drove all the way over here listening to them.
Yes.
And
Well, he did eventually come up, too. It's not like he didn't come up.
Oh.
But you did come up ultimately, but it was after we had expected you to come up.
But it's so now you know the rest of the story actually did come up.
right,
I
but
was
you
just
had
a
to be
little late.
you had to be coaxed into it.
Just a little late.
No, you were not
Yeah.
late.
Hey, Trav, what are you eating right now?
Way to switch the subject.
Yeah, what
Way
are
to
you
deflect.
eating right now?
Yeah, right. Way to
Well,
deflect.
you really, I'm having a peach at the moment. It's quite good.
I always know you're eating something.
Go with nectarine next time. You want to
nectarines are nice
mix
right
it up
now.
a little
Yeah.
bit in
I
the
don't know.
peach
Have
family.
a peach, have a plum, have a piece of
riper.
bubble gum.
Hey,
Supersonic.
I don't know. I hit the market on the way home, and the nectarines weren't ripe. The peaches were. That's why it's a peach.
I see.
Well,
I
listen,
see.
Trav, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming on.
That's it? We're just getting rid of him?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of him.
Well, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to unveil any more
He
stories.
didn't back. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's got other stories that he can tell.
See you guys.
All right,
Thanks,
Trav. See ya.
Mace, do you feel like back then it was kind of like cool and acceptable to be
A little jerky?
eccentric as a radio star? Did you feel like, hey, I'm allowed to do this? These guys didn't properly
Yes,
hype me.
100%.
Really?
Well,
No.
you're a star, Mason. You and Ireland are the institution.
Right.
You are no.
Tell him,
no,
Mace, right.
There's no question.
Preach.
You are the institution.
Preach.
You guys are the longest running show in Southern California. You're the OGs, the Godfathers, maybe.
He should do our rejoins and stuff.
I mean, it
He's
shouldn't
better
be
than
John-
Morales,
did John
clearly.
And,
Yeah,
did John and Ken go away, Mace?
Yeah.
By the way, I think John and Ken are still on.
No, sports though.
Sports.
Yes.
But we're only 3 years behind John and Ken.
Right. Period.
And I hope one of them is gone soon, so then we take the record.
But my
I mean, they don't have to be gone.
Right?
gone,
No,
they're
you don't
just
mean like
leaving.
dead. Yes,
Yeah.
you just mean off.
If it is dead, that's okay too.
But this is the hilarious part to me. John, Cap, Mace, you drove here. You got in your car to drive here in morning rush hour traffic to come on with Travis and Kelvin. And you still drove here listening, furious
that they weren't
promoting you
me.
enough.
Have you met Mason?
Okay, now this
But you
does
drove. Yeah, yes, but I wouldn't have driven all the way here if I was furious. I would have
now-
gone back home.
Now that I hear the pieces of the story, I kind of remember it. I think there is definitely truth here. But like Travis said, I ultimately did come up and do the show.
Well, what time did you have to go on the air that day?
7:30 is what Kelvin said.
No. But what time did Mason and Ireland go on back then?
Oh, well, you were at noon still, right?
Yeah,
It might have been in the afternoon then.
Okay, but I'm just trying to do the math here. So you were going to get here at 7:30. You were going to
No, Max
do
and
the show.
Marcellus were on when they were on
Right.
when they were
And
on in
then
the mornings.
We came on. After.
No, yeah, Max and Marcez was on in the afternoon. Kelvin and Travis were in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So what time did you guys come on, Mace?
I think we were like noon to 3.
Because Cowherd was on the station at that time.
Yeah, Cowherd was here, so we came.
But you were
going
to do 7:30 to 8, let's just say, or even if it was 7:30 to 10, you still had the period in between before you came on. I mean, so you'd really, to George's point, you made a monster sacrifice. You're a guy who doesn't wake up until 9 o'clock in the morning, which I still find unbelievable.
And
I don't know how you do that.
Absolutely
I
true.
wish I would know how long you stayed down at Starbucks until someone convinced you to come up here.
I must have been just steaming.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, it doesn't rival our McVay situation.
No, that was a big one.
That's epic.
Yeah, no,
that one's an all-timer.
That is an all-timer. When you got the McVay interview and I stormed out of here.
And John was the only one that realized I was doing a bit, and you were not thrilled at all.
I was not happy.
John, well, the best part of this, Cap, is I'm sure you've heard some semblance of this story, but so I'm sitting there going like, who do Mason and Ireland think they are? They think they own Sean McVay? What, the Petty brothers over there?
The Petty brothers.
And then so we're coming in, I'm yelling and screaming, and John is still here, and he comes in, he goes, this is hilarious, keep it going. And Mason walks in and goes, I don't think it's very funny, and walks right back out.
No,
and
this is how mad Mason was.
Yeah.
He called me, George, after that and said, how in the world can you be encouraging Sedano? What is wrong with you?
I texted Morales at one point.
You're lost a friend.
You've lost a friend. That's how upset I was. Oh, God. You've lost a friend.
And then you called them the Petty brothers, like Richard and Kyle Petty, like the NASCAR guys?
Not really like that.
But we were being petty.
Yeah.
Oh, different
Petty.
Different.
The best part was I then called Mason to tell him, hey, man, it was all a joke. I love you guys. I listen all the time.
Right.
Me and your mom watch you on TV.
Yeah.
And then you saved the message.
I did.
And you played it back.
And
I cursed.
It cursed.
Right, we
yeah.
had to dump it.
Yeah.
But still. And
But
then
no, you did.
We did eventually. I called you. I was seriously like bothered that you were bothered.
Well,
I called John that right after my show that day.
Yeah, no, I was really bothered.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about
and
this.
when you left a message,
yeah,
I saw the call come in, and I didn't answer it on purpose.
I know, and you know what you did? You text me.
Yeah.
After I bet you I could scroll back and find the text. But we've had a lot of texts over the years.
Was such a meltdown, though.
Oh my God! So
I
called you. You did not pick up the phone. I left you the message. I called John, and John was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. He'll be fine. He'll get over it." Blah 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 blah. Which you eventually did.
Of course, I did. And in a couple of weeks.
It probably was more like
a couple
months.
years.
It probably was more like months.
I think I just got over it yesterday.
Left a mark.
It probably was more like months. But once we did get over it and you played, because John was out the day that you eventually got over it, I came in and you played the message, and then we eventually broke bread, basically.
Here's the thing about you. I thought when you first got here, you were, how would I say? You were kind of big time. You were big time when you got here.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, TV's George Sedano, all that kind of stuff. Right?
TV's Clinton Yates.
TV's Clinton Yates. TV's George
you've been replaced.
So
I know, that's true. Clinton Yates is now Mr. TV.
I think I was genuinely a little threatened by you.
Threatened by me?
Yeah, I think I was threatened by you.
By the way, a buddy of mine just texted me, are you Mason and Ireland's agent with all the talk that you just did in the last few minutes?
Right.
Well,
by the
we'll
way,
take it.
Brian, clip that. Cut that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a quick question, though. So, George, you left a voicemail for Steve, correct?
Yeah.
And then, Mace, you went and played it on the air, right?
Yes.
Correct.
With me in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was not like you took something that you thought was like just private and put it on the air.
No, because we eventually, Mace and I hashed it out off the air. And then eventually on the air, I brought it up one day because John was out and I came in early. Something happened. I don't remember. Maybe John was on remote somewhere and it crapped out. So I just jumped in early.
Yeah.
And then we decided to bring it up. And then you said you still had the message and you played it.
I played it.
Now, do you guys have any messages on your phones from people who've called you that for some reason you've decided, you know what? I'm not erasing this. I'm holding on to this.
No, but you know what, Cap? It's so funny you bring that up. I really wish I would have saved any form of a message from my dad before he died, and I didn't.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So I could go back and find old videos,
right?
And something like
I
that.
did
But
save.
It would be fun if I had my phone and if I just wanted to hear my dad's voice, I could play it. But I didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, I've got a final message from my dad, the one he left me before he passed away, and I saved it. But that's
Ramona has a great story about this. Ramona had John Wooden calling her and saying, "Ramona, this is Coach John Wooden. I'm returning your phone call. I would love to hear back from you. Here's my number." And she said, "This is awesome." And she saved it and then her phone like fell in the water and died, and it didn't go into a cloud, so it's gone.
Man.
Hey, so I've got a history of Mason texts. I've gone back in the history of Mason texts. You guys ready?
This would be
What
like
year?
a
So
psychiatrist's dream.
What year right now,
So
George?
this is just before the Sean This is about a year before the Sean McVay thing, okay?
Doesn't tell you what date.
No,
year?
I do. I have it. February 23rd, 2017, 4:16 p.m.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Hey, it's Mason. First text ever from you, okay?
Okay, first text.
Hey, it's Mason. Fun today. Great working with a guy who knows what radio is about.
Very nice.
Yeah, because we did our crosstalk that day.
And then how quickly it turned when over the Sean McVay affair.
Yeah. So we'll scroll. Then there's just a few other here and there. And then we don't text for almost a year.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, almost a year.
That was the Ice Age.
Yeah,
I
almost
was so pissed off I didn't.
No,
text.
this is not. This is pre-McVay. We don't text for almost a
it's
year.
not even there. Okay.
So I leave you the message. I have now found this. Okay.
Okay.
Your response after you must have listened to my message apologizing.
No.
So here we go. I will screenshot this and send this to Cappy in Ireland too, and you.
This is fantastic.
So it says in all caps.
All caps?
It says,
wow, you're making a point.
It says all caps. It says off the record! Exclamation point. Okay.
Off the record.
That's the first text. That's one separate text.
Okay.
Next text. I'd say good luck, but I don't think you'll need. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Well, this is not the McVay one. Hold on.
Oh, that was, you mean off the record was not even the McVay one?
No.
All caps?
No. Yeah. Oh, no. This is when I got afternoons.
Oh, okay.
It says, I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You're great at this. Perfect for afternoons.
See,
blah, blah.
I complimentary.
And then you said, if you tell anyone this, I'll deny it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love, by the way, how when we all text each other, we all know it could turn into on air unless you tell each other off air. Even just yesterday, George, I said to Mace when I texted him about this whole USC ticket thing, this is not for air.
Yeah.
This is you and me off air having a conversation.
But I didn't put it on the air, did
No,
I?
you didn't. In fact, you actually said to me, respect the fact that it's off air.
Yeah.
Let's keep the conversation flowing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So then there's this random Google image that said you were 102 years old and you texted it to me and we were talking about it. It was funny. But here it is, September 13th, 2018. This is the McVay one.
This is 5 years ago.
Okay?
From right now.
11:39 a.m. So the next day you text me. You text me the next day.
Right.
Still steaming.
Yeah. No need to talk, first text.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
Oy.
Bits happen after you build a relationship, not after only doing 5 shows together, which we clearly had not done 5 shows together
Well, I
at
was
that point.
exaggerating
Yes.
a little bit. It seemed like it.
I want no mention of this on the air or on Twitter. It didn't happen. People will be anticipating some big confrontation. I'm not doing it. And I simply wrote, fine by me. Sorry if you felt the intent was malicious. I can assure you it was not.
God.
Wow.
What a petulant little jerk.
And now we know why you didn't come up to talk to Travis and Kelvin that day.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, but you're not that way anymore.
No, I'm not.
No,
that way.
you're not.
No, like
You're
now
not.
we would never have a situation like
No,
that.
no. If anything, you and John, well, you and John and I have always been great, like because we're in the league. You know what I mean? There's
Right,
that part in the league.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you text us all the time.
I do. I'm always listening. I'm always texting.
Yeah. No, and you after that, actually, that's actually when our friendship really began.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you talk about changing. I mean, think about this, George. If this were 2018 today, and I said to Mace, yes, thank you, I'll meet you at the game, and yes, thank you for buying me 2 tickets.
Oh, you'd be done.
And I bailed on him.
Oh, you'd be done.
Dude, we'd be dead.
Dead to me.
Yeah,
Right.
you're lucky, Cap, that he's matured.
I know.
Yeah. No, I'm all grown up.
John,
I'm
how
all
was
grown up.
Terranea?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can't believe you get to live down here.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's great.
I'm like
Boy, Bergman's
inherently
videos
jealous.
were amazing. The
Yeah,
room
it's
that
the
he was
greatest
in,
place.
the view.
Terranea is the best kept secret in Southern California.
Well, you always say that, and I've never been, but I saw those videos that Bergman put out on Instagram, and you always say it kind of looks like Hawaii. When he opened the window, I went, oh, my God, I've never
Yeah, you
seen
gotta
that
come.
part
Yeah.
of the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
because you see the peninsula, the edge of the peninsula, and all that
and
stuff.
Cappy,
It's very
when you
pretty.
come, the one thing is you won't use your car from the day you get here. You'll get here and you'll
And
park
probably
your
never
car
leave.
and you just stay here
Yeah.
for as long as you
Yeah.
stay.
Yep.
You guys know, just to finalize this conversation about voicemails and
Yes.
things, and do you guys know that I still have a voicemail on my phone? I swear to you guys, is a true story.
Okay.
I've never listened to it,
Never listened to it.
and it was from LZ.
Why have you never listened to it?
Because he called me. I kind of knew what he called me about. and I just chose to, and it's still on my phone. There's still a blue dot next to it. And I've
Wait,
never
you have a
listened to
blue?
the
I
voicemail.
could never have a blue dot on my phone.
you
It
at
would
least have
drive
to
me
listen to it
insane.
once. Okay, go ahead and let's
Let's
do
hear it.
Let's play it.
Let me see if I'll pull it up.
I mean,
here.
have the dumb button just in case.
Yeah,
not that I think LZ
I got
will
my
curse,
finger
but
on the dump button.
Yeah.
So you've never heard this message.
No, let me wait. Hold on, I got to find it now. Hold on, I feel like I can't find.
I mean,
it
it's a blue dot. How many blue
I know,
dots
but
do
I'm
you
looking
have?
at- well, I've got one from Phoenix from today.
Yeah.
I've got one from a friend a few weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I've got another one way down here. Oh, from my ex-wife. I got a whole bunch.
Play
from
that one.
Play
How about
that
this
one.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
And then you talk about saved voicemails. Marty Schottenheimer, no longer with us.
Nice.
Bill Walton called me on February 7th, 2012. I still have the voicemail.
Long message, very long message.
It was a very long message, but it must have been something about, oh, God, I don't even know. You know what? I think I may have actually, now that I look, I'm looking for it. Maybe I deleted it.
You deleted it.
Yeah.
Maybe I did.
Sorry,
delete it.
LZ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, sorry, LZ. I was going to play it on the
Well,
air.
you were afraid of LZ.
Well, he's scary.
Yeah.
I also am. I also found LZ to be intimidating.
Yeah, he's very scary.
He's so
LZ's the
much
nicest
smarter.
guy ever.
No, he's nice, but he's so much smarter than me.
And bigger.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
And
Right.
definitely stronger.
right. And
Yeah.
intellectually, he's
Yeah.
superior.
Brian, he's from
Yeah.
Detroit,
Well, that's
so
not
that
a
kind of
big
made me
reason.
think
Oh,
he
he'd
was
whoop
tough.
all our asses.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
All
Made me
right,
think he was tough.
That's it. Hey, go El Segundo tomorrow.
Yeah, get 'em, guys.
And we will see everybody back here Monday. Lots of stupidity on the way with Shadano and Cap, 710 ESPN.